They just strong-armed me into a long rest. Hi, everybody! Hi, welcome. Come on in, the water's fine. It's me. It's your good buddy Scribe, your friendly neighborhood Scribe, your spectacular Scribe. We've got a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game. Moswald, thanks for subscribing, the old so-and-so. We love you, buddy. I'm so sorry you can't be here, but we just know that we love you. Rip. F, everybody type F in the chat. F for respect. And Betty White. The water is Scribe infested. We love her. We have a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game. We've got a Discord. You can come hang out there. We got a merch store. You can come buy stuff from it. It's not a physical location. It's like a metaphysical place. Like a Beast Burger on DoorDash or Wisconsin. They don't really exist. So, but please go and buy stuff there. It would be a great time. Upcoming schedule. Let's see our players, because I always love to see their reactions. Look at all those beautiful faces. Upcoming schedule for this week. Let's see, what do we have? Tonight is Strahd Sux. On Tuesdays are going to be some one-shots that I've had in the back of my head for a while as we introduce a new world. I'm going high fantasy. I've never done this before. It's not inspired by a book. It's not inspired by anything. But I have just started designing my first high fantasy world that is kind of loosely based off of what if in a world where they had forgotten that magic even existed. So the druids and magic users that start coming about are the very first, and people act a little like suspicious of it. So think like X-Men meets fantasy and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. It's something unique that I've never done before. So I'm playing around with that. So you'll see some one-shots from that area. Oswald, you heard it first. Wisconsin doesn't exist. To all of our viewers in Wisconsin, hello.
Where did you come from?
Upcoming schedule. So Tuesday takes place in this sort of brand new world, but it's a level 20 one-shot as the group is going to be fighting against Tiamat, a crazy overpowered dragon with like 5 breath weapons and all sorts of stuff. So it's gonna be a doozy. So tune in for that on Tuesday. On Wednesday, as always, we have the Unbroken Veil New Orleans, as you get to see modern day D&D where magic, myth, and monsters exist, but the regular folks must never know about it. Where we've just introduced a sort of main bad guy for this season, which I'm very excited about, or good guy. He thinks what he's doing is good. So did Thanos. Twist. So tune in for that. And then Sunday we go back around to Strahd Sux. Speaking of, welcome to Strahd Sux. We have some amazingly talented individuals that are doing all sorts of cool stuff, including Miss Magnolia. Hecate, where can people check out your cool the stories that you're building and creating and getting ready to unveil to the world?
Yeah, so we're working on a really cool big project that's going to unveil in February.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited
That's sneaking up.
That's sneaking up real quick. And then I have a little side project. It's on, what's my company's name? Marky Artery Productions on Instagram. And we're also working on a very small side story that 75% of our profits are going to Save the Children, which is I forget words. I don't know what words are. It's
you love saving children.
Yes, it's a charity that helps save childhood marriage, which is horrible. There's only 5 states in the U.S. that ban child marriage.
Yeah.
So we're working on that. Only 5 states in the United States. Crazy. But 75% of that show is going to be given to them. So that's going to be super fun.
Support a good cause and see art. There's no better. Yes, it's very good. And then, Cass, where can people check out the cool stuff that you're doing? I know you got some cosplays.
Yes, I actually do want to talk about something. So you can find my stuff over on Instagram and TikTok, Cassandra Cosplays. But it is past the holidays, but I wasn't here to talk about it the last time. But I spent 5 months working on a Christmas story that I created all the costumes for. I wrote an entire storyline for. I played all of the characters in it except for Santa Claus. And it took me months and months of filming, directing, editing, lighting, setting up perspectives, creating and collecting audios, doing voiceover work. It's on my Instagram. It's called The Christmas Story That Almost Wasn't. It's a part 2 from last year. But it's the proudest thing that I've ever created in my entire life. And I know the holidays are over, but if you have some time and you want to watch it, I would really appreciate it because I am very, very proud of it. So, thanks.
It's a really good
That's
story.
awesome.
It's a really good story.
Please check it out.
It makes people cry in a good
It
way
did.
because it's very sad and happy.
It makes people cry in a good way.
No spoiler alert. It's very emotional. I'm proud of it.
Tune in and watch, please. That would be. It was phenomenal, is what our chat is saying. So. Yeah.
Thanks for watching it. It's hard to get people to pay attention for more than 15 seconds. So thanks
sorry,
for
what'd you
watching. Sorry.
No, sorry. Yeah. Please tune in. It is good. It is good work, and I have a soft spot in my heart for Holly. I think she's adorable. She's one of my favorite characters you've ever created.
Me too.
So, that being said, enough of that Christmassy nonsense.
We're feeling good about ourselves.
No feeling good about yourself. This is D&D. We come here for emotional trauma and free therapy to work through our issues.
And we leave brokenhearted.
And to roll initiative with our math rocks. Welcome to Strahd Sux. A group of heroes find themselves in the kingdom of Barovia, ruled over by the maniacal, omnipotent, all-powerful Baron von Strahd. However, this is... Guys, come on. However, Death has sort of taken a vacation, taken a very long break, and there is a new Death in town, and he's sort of helping the group get through some of the issues surrounding them. So roll for emotional healing. Yes, Beth, always. Heroes, when last we left, two of you had split off. Connie and Pyre had been working together to bring over the individuals that had come down in the crash with you guys to the Vistani encampment, who are going to be living with the Vistani, and presumably some of them will be traveling about here and there when we need guest stars, so that you run into them and do other things. While Magnolia, Ironwood, Etheria, and Patches were in town. They met a cool new bar in town, the first bar that is trying to become something a little bit different here. Apparently, when you crashed through the barrier into Barovia, it weakened the barrier, allowing this individual to set up the very first tiki bar in Barovia, Barovia Beach, and things of that sort. Barovia Beach is run by an automaton by the name of Bolt, who has a floating bartender position there. So every time you visit, there'll be a new bartender with different drinks and things of that sort there. But everybody in Barovia hates it because it's very colorful and fun, and there are tiki torches, and the vampires were burned by the tiki torches, and it was a rough time. So
we did hit a vampire with a tiki torch.
you did hit a
That
vampire.
did happen.
Oh my gosh, Britt killed a guy. It's weird.
Solidarity.
So when that was happening, thank you for those Mini B. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Mini B coming in strong with 4,300 biddies. Before you panic, this is a bless for each. 3 levels up for Pyre.
3?
From Charizard to something else. What does that say? From Charizard to Surtur, Reckoning of Asgard. And 2 levels up for that adorable abomination that is the purple flying frog.
Oh no! Don't waste your money on me. I'm probably gonna die. All I have to do is open my mouth, and it tends to happen.
Dang.
And
3
that is-
levels up.
Oh no!
And an extra for Connie. 3 levels up for Pyre from Charizard, Reckoning of Asgard, and 2 levels up. Okay, I think that's everything. 18, 15.
Bless.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Maybe thank you.
Everybody has a bless.
Oh,
You've
Bless
got
for
some
bless.
level ups, and
Blessberg.
I think that's good.
Did you say
Be a
1 for
rundown on
Connie?
Bless.
I think Connie. Somebody's gonna need to check the math while I'm working on this. 4,300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a bless for each player and an extra for Connie. I don't know.
I'll figure it out. I think it's a level up for you. The extra is a level up, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But take a look at that.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that being said, we
you.
cannot do this without our good audience and Mini B. Heart hands for Mini B. Everybody with heart hands for Mini B. We love you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. 2 for Connie.
Hey, Connie.
To bless it?
I don't know if we can do 2 blesses.
Because bless lasts the whole game.
Yeah, bless
Yeah,
lasts the
bless is
whole
a-
game.
wow.
Think about what else you want to spend that money on, Mini B.
That 300.
We got you in the chat. and things of that sort as Indigo is looking over stuff. So
You know what? With all those bits, why don't we just? It's 500 instead of 300, but why don't we just do a level up for Connie?
Connie, you get a level up, buddy. Say thanks to Mini B.
Thank you, Mini B.
Yeah.
Can I give one of my levels up to someone else too?
I mean,
You can.
I want to kind of spread it out so I'm not like overpowered comparatively.
That's okay. I just have to hit you harder.
yeah. I mean,
You don't have to do that. I'm gonna
He's
give
gonna
one
bring
level up
us.
to Magnolia and one level up to Ironwood.
That's very sweet.
So I'm
Mini,
good.
Mini B, you're the best. You can do math better than we can.
So I'm gonna only go up one level, and I'm gonna give one to each of them.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Mini B, you're the best. Thank you. So heroes,
Thank you, Minnie.
during all of these adventures, Ironwood, Etheria, and Magnolia found themselves exploring this small town where they had gotten a bead on where some of the missing kids had disappeared to. The missing kids, this is all for striking at Scott. I love you, Minnie B. You the best. While they were looking around the house, they flew up and discovered that looking into the house, there was a hole in the ceiling, and that there was a woman sort of screaming about her child. As they investigated the house, they saw that the house was filled chock-a-block with dolls, different makes and sizes and things of that sort.
I didn't bring my doll inside. It's in the car.
No, you don't. Thank you so much. That being said, let's go to Connie and Pyre. Connie and Pyre, after a bit of time, you have gotten everybody situated in to the Vistani camp. Pyre, you mentioned that you'd be playing beer pong a lot with
Absolutely.
them.
Pyre will be sitting almost like if you walked up, it would look like an elder, like imparting wisdom. But as the closer you get to them, you realize that Pyre is actually teaching them the different techniques,
Trick shots
of
and things of
beer
that sort.
pong, and also teaching them coins and different types of gaming to bestow upon their culture.
Tell you what, Pyre, give me a sleight of hand check as I feel like there's no better beer pong skill stat than
17.
17, yeah. Come, my children, gather round. Take of this beer pong ball. It is my body. Like, you spend your time. You're a little bit of downtime and stuff like that. Eventually, after you've imparted your knowledge of trick shots and things of that sort, I will tell you what, take the Vistani impart upon you some of their knowledge of the surrounding areas. Your next history check or arcana check, you can make an advantage as you go, oh yeah, they did tell me about this. Like,
Kind of remember that.
So the next one you make, it'll be an advantage. Connie, what would you be doing after you've been escorting the individuals from the circus over here to this area?
so yeah, Connie's gonna try to assert his position as the leader of the circus and
Okay.
make sure that everybody is set up properly and that we get everything built and people have their jobs and they know what they're supposed to be doing at all
Oh.
the times.
I like this. Connie, what an interesting... you're taking to the jacket and the hat very well. Give me a... Ooh, pal, give me a persuasion check to display
Okay.
your leadership skills as the head of the circus here, as you
That's a 3,
That's
I
a
think,
3.
minus 1.
Okay,
That's a 2.
as you're giving inspiring speeches and things of that sort, it's difficult because some of them start to nod off just a little bit.
I accidentally drained some energy.
Yeah.
Oh, shoots.
But Connie, I'm going to say this. You are able to unlock a special feature, being an energy vampire. You've discovered, you don't have a full grasp on it yet, but there is something to be said about being a leader and taking a little tiny bit of energy from a large crowd of people. It's a different vibe than joy, which you used to kind of siphon off, but you've discovered, like, it's going to take some more time and some more, like, experimenting with it, but being in a leadership position and taking little ones from a large group, you were able to feed. It didn't quite work because some people passed out and stuff like that, but you're like,
Right. I
there's,
gotta be a little more.
there's something here, there's something here. There's,
When I
yeah.
show them the technicalities. Of
Maybe politicians are
building
all
a
energy vampires?
That's
We're treading some very dangerous waters.
Let's live in our fantasy realm, shall we? But after a fair bit of time, after Pyre has done her beer pong teachings and things of that sort, Connie, you do get... it's been a while since you've caught up with Etheria and Ironwood and Magnolia and Patches and things of that sort, so I think you all would set off for the town proper.
Yeah, hi, Pyre. I know you're busy with the beer pong and teaching them so that they can play against the Vasani, but we really should. I think we should go back to. We should go to the village of Barovia to go and meet up with everyone else now.
Oh yeah,
I think we're set, right?
We've got responsibilities. Hold on, just one more shot, and she's going to take the ball and trick shot it off of his hat into the thing in front of it. I want it to be like a big and now my children.
Okay, you have set yourself up in this instance because you're like, it all comes down to this last parting. This would be like Jesus trying to spike the football. Like, if he messed this up, the disciples are like, yeah, but you guys remember that one time? Like, he did. All right, give me sleight of hand here as you try to bounce a ball off of a man's hat into the cup.
This was just like when Jesus decided to.
Oh, so that was a 3.
A 3.
So.
Last sleight of hand?
Oh yeah, no.
It was a 3. Okay. So at one point you're like, and remember, stay cool, and you throw the ball, bounces off the hat, and hits the side of the cup, and everybody, this rapt crowd of individuals turns to looks at you and goes, yo, so what's the lesson in that?
And the most important lesson to remember is that you are not going to make every single shot. But that doesn't make you any less of a good pong play. It's what's in your heart, and it makes your next trick shot when you make it that much better. So remember, failure is just as important as success. Am I right?
You don't get a cheer, but everybody just starts crying. Everybody just starts hugging, being like, I don't have to make all the shots. As you just leave them with a very powerful message.
Let's get out of here, Connie.
All of you head off to the village, and you very quickly sort of meet up with the group, just as the presence upstairs is alerted by the loud clanging brought forth by Ironwood, who is trying to sneak into the place, but his armor just catches. There is a scream from this building as you look up and see Etheria. You actually don't see Etheria. Etheria is kind of floating up, invisible, but you would turn and see Ironwood, who turns around to look at all of you. So Kat said to do something crazy, so I'll take the bag. The bag. Maz is taking the bag. Okay.
Here.
Okay. The bag is gone. Maz, I will send you the contents of this bag after the stream, buddy. As you receive. Actually,
not even here.
For those of us who don't know what's happening,
there is a bag of awesome things that takes a long while to replenish, but it has a legendary magical item, along with everybody here, unfortunately for me, gets another level up, because inside the bag was a level up for the entirety of the party. Everybody here gets one more level up. Maz gets 2 level ups from the bag.
Good.
And Maz gets a legendary magical item. Maz,
here.
yeah,
You know it's fine, so we gotta level up, so it's fine.
yeah.
Cute level up.
Maz, I will tell you your legendary magical item, because it is one of the coolest legendary magical items that I didn't know existed.
That you didn't know existed?
I didn't know existed until I was looking for items to be like, oh, what am I going to put in this bag? Maz, wherever he is, you get this little odd-looking figurine. Figurines of wondrous power are not a super uncommon thing. What is uncommon is this particular figurine of wondrous power. This particular figurine of wondrous power is of like a little gold fly, buddy. It's this little like golden figurine that also has the ability to change into a dragon at a certain point and things of that sort.
Nice.
That
I miss you tonight.
That bag is gone. You cannot use it. I will send you the specifics for this figurine of you get a pocket dragon, which is another name for
Hold on.
my
Yeah.
bearded dragon.
Fair enough.
There you go.
It's a family show.
It's a family show. But Maz, I will send you the specifics. It is a fantastic figurine of wondrous power. So, you're welcome, buddy. Heroes. So I will say this, Patches does not go with you because Patches finds this little bag outside of the area and just goes, oh, cool, I'm going to check out this thing over here, and basically leaves the area.
Like he does. Yeah, it's just like he does.
However, as all of you are gathering around the house, that scream issues forth from the top floor as Ironwood looks up in shock and surprise, and this magical force of energy envelops the entirety of the party. It is flashing lights, it is craziness as this wave of energy sweeps over all of you, and all of you feel yourselves start to shrink. Just getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you are about the size of one of those dolls that's hanging up on one of the shelves, and then all of you black out.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Love that for us.
A bit of time passes, and as you awake to a beautiful, beautiful sky. It is the most color any of you have seen in a very long time. The sky is this beautiful pink, and as you are laying down, it feels like you are laying down on soft, fluffy clouds. But as you look behind you, it is not clouds. You are laying down on pink tufts of cotton candy. Sugary cotton candy that is just at your back, and as you sort of lay back and look and do a self-assessment of yourselves, you look down at yourselves and look at your hands, and it is as if you are made of clay. Beautiful, beautiful clay, almost as if this was a claymation special. A special very Barovia claymation holiday special. Something special for our audience. As you find yourselves sort of looking about the space, everyone gets up and you see that everybody has taken on this appearance. Etheria, you are still looking very much like a frog. However, your skin is covered in rainbow glitter that seems to permeate all of yourself. Pyre, the fire that is usually your hair, as you reach up and grab it, you are able to take the flame off. It kind of feels like cardboard, and then you just kind of put the flame like back up where your hair is.
Can I press something real quick?
Yeah.
Everyone is made of clay.
Everyone appears as if they are made out of clay. Yes.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not actually clay.
That is why your hair is not on fire
Okay.
currently. Ironwood, you notice get up out of the pink cotton candy and do the South Park walkover in like full armor form, unable to walk because of the large size and the fact that this is a claymation special. Confurious's top hat is so big it takes up the majority of his body. He is about 1 foot a person, and most of it is top
7 feet of
hat with the bow tie on.
We need art.
Please.
Yeah, just
And he's doing art. Magnolia. Magnolia, your look has changed probably the least. Like you were still like an animal sort of form and things of that sort. However, your face has sort of these expressions. It goes from like this to and there's no middle ground in between the two. Like it's just a hi everyone. Like it looks as if someone's just taking the smile and flipping it around like there. So
Are we on actual cotton candy? Like it smells like cotton candy?
you can certainly try.
I mean, if it smells like
Yeah.
candy,
Pyre is gonna see this and immediately reach out and go, "Don't eat that."
The last thing you ate, you died.
I heard about what happens last time. Just maybe give it a second. Also,
Like-
you're a frog now. Cool.
that's fair.
You got a longer tongue, which means you can eat more cotton candy, though.
Do it again.
That's fair.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna put the cotton candy in my pocket.
We'll look at it later.
Okay.
That's a mystery mask tool. We're gonna use that later. As you all
Chekhov's gone.
are just sort of laying in the fields, you see this small bunny just sort of like hop over to where you are, and he goes, "Hey everybody, they're awake! And a bunch of kids come like running over like to the area, and they're like, oh, welcome to the mystical playhouse, and all the kids start clapping. You notice that the majority of them are little girls that are all wearing just different colored dresses and things of that sort, and be like, I think it's time for a tea party. Yay! And all of the girls sort of run off, and then off screen, and then the scenery changes around you as a big table is brought in by the children, setting up little spots for tea.
Did these look like the dolls that were on the shelves?
Perception checks, please.
Okay.
Does having a ring of mind shielding make any difference to this at all?
No one is trying to probe into your thoughts at this point. No one is trying to glean anything from you. So no, this doesn't really affect. But I'll tell you what. I like where your head is at. You start trying to look around and see if this is an illusion. Like that's the first thing you probe into. Is anybody else doing that same thing?
I'm gonna kind of go through my knowledge of the arcane and see what's has happened to us, this transformation and this
Arcana check, please, and then for you, this would be a perception check.
Perception, not Arcana.
Yeah, as you're trying to glean like what exactly is happening here.
I got a 21 perception.
20 on perception.
21.
Blackjack.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
I got a 19.
A 19. Okay.
And
We're a little freaked
15 on my Are They the Dolls?
Are they the dolls? Yeah, I mean, you start to. There are a bunch of kids. It's hard to tell because you got like a brief glimpse, but with a 15, you start to recognize certain facial features. They all sort of bear striking resemblance, but it's hard to tell because they're in claymation. But you can be relatively assured that they have that. With my perception checks, my 20 and my 21. There's something weird going on other than the fact that you've been turned into clay and things of that sort. It's hard to look off into the distance. Things start to get a little fuzzy off in the distance. Normally, if you're standing on a hill and you look out, you can kind of pick out things, or if there's like a fog or something. Here, it's as if I don't have any other way to describe it. The animators haven't drawn that far ahead yet.
Fair enough.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just things start to get a little fuzzy and a little blurry and things of that sort. The only an Arcana check of 19. You look around. It's not an illusion. Like she picked up the cotton candy and stuff like that, and you're all collectively seeing the illusion. It could be hallucinatory terrain, but usually hallucinatory terrain is a little bit more.
Wouldn't affect us.
It wouldn't affect you.
Affects
The closest thing that you can think of that comes close to anything magically is the dream spell. That when individuals fall asleep, if dream is cast, they control the mindscape that everybody goes into. Creating monstrosities that are real and can interact and things of that sort. So like that's the closest proximity that you can come up with.
So guys, sorry, I should say that I think that we might be under the effects of a dream spell that's cast on us. So that's where we might be in a dream. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe we still can be hurt and even killed in our dreams, so we should still be careful.
Right.
So everything underneath this is cotton candy, or was it just
Currently,
like this area?
everything underneath you is cotton candy. The ground itself is cotton candy. The table is brought out as the girls and the boys like start setting up little cups of tea, and they just start amicably be talking like between one another. I don't know why I can't say that word, but as they start talking, little creatures from the forest come and sit at the table. Like you notice a couple of teddy bears come and sit out, and they're drinking tea and things of that sort.
Is there a darker-haired girl amongst the group, much like
There is
a certain person?
There
That's my
is
backstory.
not. Most of them blonde, raven, but you're looking for her.
Yeah.
She's not there.
Okay.
But the kids are just sort of talking and eating food as you guys look around you and you see that the area is filled with cotton candy.
Can I just quickly, she wants to snap her fingers and just produce flame cantrip real quick to see if I still have my connection.
Absolutely. As you snap your fingers, you summon forth a little flame, and little cardboard fire like pops up in your hand and stuff like that, and you see that the paper is just sort of like moving around to signify that it's a flame, as if you would see in a Rankin Bass special. It is warm to the touch and stuff like that. As you put it near the cotton candy almost looks like it's being pulled away or like melting away and things of that sort. As you
Do the
hold.
kids have any interest in this?
No. The kids are so engrossed with like the yummy, delicious food that's on the table. There's candy, there's cups of tea, there's little like cookies and things of that sort. And the kids just seem to be like enjoying themselves as they go, "Are you having a good day, Mrs. Buttersworth?" And the badger goes, "Why, yes, I am. Thank you very much." And like, and they're just having conversations with the woodland creatures. And
Pyre's gonna turn to Etheria and say, "This seems like your area of expertise. These are your people, I suppose, children. Maybe you want to have
Can you
talk
speak to
with
your
them.
people?
Maybe you speak their sort of language. I'm not good with kids."
I would
go to
go to the party, but
Yeah.
they usually end up ending pretty soon after I join.
Right, am I allowed to eat things?
No, perhaps maybe leave the food out of the mouth, but I think you can really talk to them and get on their level, so I'm thinking maybe we let Etheria take the charge.
Okay, what
lead
about
us
the
something.
drinks?
No, don't. Literally nothing. Do not ingest literally anything. I promise I will give you so much candy when we leave here. I
Where are you
mark
gonna
that.
get candy?
I will find it for you. I promise on my God. I will get it for you.
You're walking over
Yeah.
Do not
to the table?
Yeah.
eat
I'm
anything.
walking over
please.
as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to maybe.
How about a pinky swear?
I will absolutely pinky swear you right now.
There is as you go to Pinky Swear, there is a light that shines down from the heavens, illuminating the two of you. As all of the animals turn and look, good heavens, a Pinky Swear. Looking up from the table as a sacred pact has been made. The two of you go over towards the table and kind of sit down. Your chair kind of groans a little bit, and he goes, "Hey, watch it!" As you kind of sit down in the chair, and the chair kind of speaks to you, but you go over towards the table as well and just kind of sit down. A cup of tea hops over and goes, "1 lump or 2?"
2, please.
2 little cubes of sugar be like, "We're dying," as they jump into the tea with little faces.
Etherea's gonna sit, but you're going to have to imagine that during the course of whatever is happening next, she is constantly reaching for food and then having to physically stop herself from putting food in her mouth.
Yeah. Every
This
time
is
you
the
reach for
hardest
food
thing
and you
she's
bring it
ever
up,
done.
you hear Pinky Swear. And you put the food down.
Pyre would like to announce her presence as princess, and
Okay.
I would
What
like
do you
to-
say?
I would like to make an announcement. Everyone, I would like to announce Her Royal Highness Princess Etheria, who has graced your presence and decided to join your tea party.
Everyone claps politely, all of the animals and things of that sort, and goes, "Hello, Princess Etheria."
Right, usually my princess self has a mermaid tail, but I don't have it on today.
The kids are like, "Oh, that's a thing you've said." And they just sort of take it for fact as they nod their heads. Well, you're very welcome to the party, each and every one of you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Do you what is your name?
Oh, my name's Cass.
Cass.
I like you.
For some strange
I
reason.
don't know why.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Some strange reason.
Connie was just kind of just creeping basically around
Yeah.
outside and kind of taking little nibbles of laughter and stuff. When he heard Cass, he turns and I focus in on that child.
Okay, you're trying to feed off of. There's a lot of joy and stuff like that. You can't. There is nothing here to feed off of. You tap into that vampire side of yourself, and there is not. Normally, every living thing puts out a little bit of an aura that you can pull from and things of that sort. There is no aura off of these kids to pull off
What was
of.
the name of the missing kid from the Vasani?
There was
Because I have a lead.
Krista,
Trista. Okay.
who is lost.
We're gonna leave.
And
Weren't there
Elise.
two different kids that were lost? There was the,
There
the
is.
There's
kid.
one from your area that was
And
pulled
that's
off by
what I
the
want
back out.
the wolves, and then there's one from the Vistani.
Oh, I've lost track of it. Is Trista ours or is Trista?
Trista is theirs.
Trista is the
was theirs.
Vistani.
Yeah.
Alish
Vistani.
is the Yanti
Yes.
child.
The auntie for your blood. That's what I want back.
Cass, I am looking for a friend of mine. I wonder if you know her.
Sure.
Her name, God, what was the name you just told me?
Trista.
Trista?
Oh,
Do you know?
I know Trista.
Oh, that was a very sour face.
She was bad.
She was bad.
She was taken by the witch to learn her lesson.
There's a witch.
As you go, where's the witch? All the children go, and they look, and an owl flutters by. And he's wearing these little glasses, and he shoves them up in his nose. He goes, I know where the witch is.
Do you?
My name is Archie. He goes, to find the witch, she is in her castle. You must first traverse the Gumdrop Sea.
The gumdrops.
It is a small sea. It's like lowercase.
Okay.
Then you must make your way through the Candy Cane Forest.
Okay.
After traversing the Candy Cane Forest, you must climb up the Sugar Peaks.
Okay.
And then, atop, you will find the Licorice Castle. That is where the evil witch
Is
resides.
there like a shortcut to not do it?
No,
That's fine.
but that is where the witch resides.
Alright.
In her Licorice Castle.
Hi, Beta. Let me tell you something real quick. I've been often told that, at least experience tells me, that there's often an easier way to traverse such places like this.
Well-
Perhaps imaginary or otherwise.
There is one way, but I'm not sure you'd want to do it.
Well, let me tell you, mate. How about 4 gumdrops? Tells you that you tell me where this place is.
Well, this area is made out of candy, so the ratio of gumdrops to as a monetary form of payment doesn't really work.
Or she is very smart.
But I mean, you
I
could.
have very nice nails and give very good head scratches.
Oh man.
This is very useful. I appreciate it, but there's only one way to traverse and get up the mountain as quickly as possible, and I'm not sure you're gonna like it.
And what's that way?
You must sell your soul to Cthulhu, the Dark Lord. And the eyes turn red, and the head revolves all the way around on the owl. And Cass goes, Archie, stop! And Archie goes, sorry, it's a thing.
Well, I believe that in a place like Make Believe, as long as your imagination is greater than the person you're interacting with,
That
all things are possible.
that sounds legit. You're gonna have to make your way through the Gumdrop Sea. It's almost as if there was an all-powerful god that's figured out a way to make you not cheat this one time by making it a Christmas special. All of those times where he had to throw away pages and pages of an adventure, not anymore. You're gonna have to go through the fucking Gumdrop Sea, up the Candy Cane Forest, up the Sugar Peaks to the Licorice Castle.
Look, before this poor bird has a panic attack, maybe we should just listen to their words, yeah?
Alright, how about this? You perch yourself here.
Pulls out a small paper bag.
You perch yourselves up on my eaves, and you come with us, and you show us and help us away.
No.
Alright, well, you stay here then. Enjoy your tea and crumpets, like I'm sure all you kids like to do, and we'll traverse this the way we ought to.
Okay. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Perhaps you got like a map, perhaps, that could show us the direction to
Now
this?
that I can help with. Archie flutters off to the side, and then he comes back, and he's got just what looks to be like a flat like book that he hands over towards you, Ironwood, and he goes, "This is the only map we have leading to the witch's fortress."
Alright.
As you open the book, a beautiful pop-up scene represents the Gumdrop Sea, and then past it you see a little like footpath that goes through the Candy Cane Forest, and then up the Sugar Peaks to a large castle made of licorice.
All right, this is a Gumdrop Sea. Let's go.
To be fair, all of those places sound very pleasant, and I don't really want to skip any of them.
Alright, well then how about this?
Foreshadowing.
Since you find it delectable and
Yeah.
all that, How about you take the map and you guide us along?
Sure. That sounds like a great idea.
I'm brand new to this party, and even I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but you've also had a bag over your mouth this entire time.
What was that?
Fine. Don't take my advice. Cthulhu will get you eventually. Flies away. Archie flies away. The tea party goes back to just a normal sort of cadence as one of the kids offers you a little cookie. Connie?
No, thank you. But it's a very kind offer. I don't know. I don't eat cookies.
You're funny.
Thanks.
He just kind of looks at you and then goes back to eating and stuff like that.
Which way to the Gumdrop Sea?
As you kind of look around the area, boom, a sign pops up with a little arrow pointing to the Gumdrop Sea.
This way.
Convenient.
Start walking.
C is spelled with a lowercase s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. You see Gumdrop Sea. As you begin to traverse and walk through the area, you find yourself walking, and some very pleasant music starts playing all around you. As you find yourselves walking up a hill, walking up a hill, and then down a hill, until you find yourselves coming across the Gumdrop Sea. What appears to be blue paper, very long pieces of paper, floating past and things of that sort, all at different levels. As you see before you a Gumdrop Sea that spans out quite a distance away. But off in the distance, if you squint, you can see the towering forms of the candy cane forest beckoning you forward. A small narwhal pokes his head out of the water and he goes, "Bye everybody, hope you find the kid."
Bye, Mr. Narwhal.
Hi, Mr.
The
Narwhal.
narwhal pokes his head underneath. As the narwhal pokes his head underneath, the narwhal goes, "Not again!" And something grabs him and pulls him underneath the water.
We need to avenge that novel.
I think we probably should get a boat. Is there anything around that material-wise, like trees or things that might float on the water? On the
You
Gumdrop
do
Sea?
see, yeah, you know what? Give me a perception check. I like where your head is at, Connie. As you start to search around the
It's
area.
a 5.
I'm safe.
A 5. You're like, I don't see anything. As you kind of turn around and look and stuff like that, you realize that the hat has pulled down over your eyes, and as you look, you're like,
Can I
it must
help
be
him out by
nighttime.
just
Anyone?
flipping the hat?
Yeah. Give me your perception check at advantage as Ironwood flips your hat up
Hold
a
on,
little
buddy.
bit.
That's
So you can make your perception check at advantage.
That's an 8.
An 8. Marginally better. Yeah, marginally better. You see some rocks and things of that sort. No sturdy trees or anything of that sort that you could use to build a little boat.
So I can fabricate something out of magically if we have the materials, but we need to find materials that we can use to build a boat.
Aye. That's a nice idea, but what about you can fly.
Right.
What about we take
Hold on.
Archie
that
kind of floats down. Sorry, just had a visceral reaction. Archie flies down and goes, "What are you looking for?"
Just any trees or anything wood.
Well, there's one.
Oh, not him. Not him. No.
Why?
And Iron
Because-
goes into the water to see if he's buoyant.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, did you say that this was blue cardboard waves?
Yeah.
All stacked?
Yeah. The sea is
Okay.
as you're watching a.
Where are the gumdrops? You said it was the Gumdrop Sea.
I did say that. Would you like to
There's no
dive?
gumdrops?
Would you like to dive into the water and find the gumdrops?
I figure, please.
Okay, I'd like to find where the gumdrops are. Because I was thinking that we could just bounce across the Gumdrop Sea, but it looks like water. But it also
Well,
looks...
Just gonna see.
You know, you're a
buoyant.
frog. You should probably swim.
Yeah, I can probably swim.
You can
You
actually
should
breathe
probably
underwater.
swim, right? Have you tried it yet?
That's right. I haven't. I'm going to
Yeah,
do
all
that.
right.
Yeah. Ophelia just goes, wee. As she dives into the water, before you are seas and seas of these beautiful red fish. And they go, "Ja, welcome to the sea."
Incredible.
As the Swedish fish welcome you to the Gumdrop Sea. As you look below you into the waters, you see the corals are made up of beautiful and ornate-looking gumdrops, all of different sort of sizes and shapes and colors, sort of moving all about the space. And the little red fish sort of swivels up to you and goes, "What are you doing?"
We went to cross the gumdrop sea.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
where are the gumdrops?
Oh, the gumdrops are here, and they kind of point to the different like corals and things of that sort. But be careful, you don't want to be caught by the shark.
There's only one shark?
They're a giant blue form with a white bottom on the bottom of it and blue on the top of it. A gummy shark comes by and eats the Swedish fish, and he goes, "Oh no!" And eats it and just kind of eyes you a little bit as it swims off to the side. As it eats the fish, you see it expand just a little bit.
Oh God, Victor Crumb.
Oh no.
So it doesn't look friendly, I guess. Okay.
Does it look like an actual shark, or is it a candy shark?
It is a blue gummy shark, blue on the top, white on the bottom. How traditional gummy sharks like. Get used to the candy puns, kids.
We in here now.
Furia, do you go back up to the surface and share
Yes,
this?
I go back to the surface and I fly out of the water and I go tell everybody there's a gummy shark that just ate a very, very pleasant Swedish fish.
So, hear me out.
Right.
If perhaps I cast a spell to make things less poisonous, if they are poisonous, couldn't we just eat the shark?
I mean, how big was the shark in relation to us?
It was shark size, like it was Great Dane, like it's a big. It was a big shark, but it was a
We could
monstrous.
flip the script.
I love that
and I
idea.
could give you, permission to eat the candy. So what if we just went after the
What?
shark?
But we made a pinky swear.
It could.
We did make a pinky swear, however, I set the terms, so if it would help us,
Do we even have stomachs currently?
that's a
anatomy,
horrifying
but-
point that I did not think about until this moment. I would like to not think about it.
I just want to be
Magnolia, you're good with animals. Do you have a way that you can make friends with them?
Yes.
You do?
Is,
You can make friends.
That
with
does
them?
sound like something I would be able to do.
In fact, that does exactly sound like. Yeah, can
Everybody
I?
loves
as far as I'm
Magnolia.
concerned, it's not a real animal, so I don't care about eating it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Can I
Druid
see
speaking
the shark?
Not on land, but if you would like to stick your head in the water, you are so welcome to do so. Most sharks do not stick their head out of the water and just be like, "I'm gonna
I feel
eat
like
you."
a fin, you know?
Sharks.
Well,
Oh,
in
you know
this
what? That's
world-
fair. Yeah, in this world, I will say 30 feet away, you see you see the fin just sort of poke up above the water and things of that sort. So you can see where they are.
I am going.
That's why I asked if it was an animal, though, because that does be contingent upon most of our spells.
It is an
speaking
animal
animals.
for the intents and purposes that are here. Even if they
Oh,
are made
that's
of
different. Never
candy,
mind. Okay.
even if they are made of candy, they are still animals.
Never mind, don't eat it. Don't eat the shark. I retract my statement. I thought it was candy.
It's very quick.
It's sentient. No, it's
All
an
right,
animal.
so-
In fairness, I
I-
don't think anybody was gonna go eat it.
Well, thanks for
I
listening
would've.
to my suggestion.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
Might not have stomachs. Yeah.
Here.
See,
Internal organs.
Furious
I
is
don't want to
looking.
think about that right now.
Furious like, we're gonna call this Plan B.
Put that in your pocket for later. Didn't know it was
I
sentient.
want to cast universal speech
Okay.
on the shark
Okay.
so we can understand each other. I don't know if it speaks English or not.
Sure.
so
Yeah. You
let's
cast
do it.
universal speech.
Cool. And I am going to, hopefully it hears, I cannot speak underwater, I am a satyr, not a frog. And kind of like, hello, Mr. Shark?
Hello.
Oh, that's a very loving voice you have. We are trying to get across the sea. Is that something you
How
want?
are you?
Yes,
Well, that does seem like something you'd want to do.
it is. I'm going to guess you won't make it easy.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine.
I don't believe you.
No, people are friends, not food.
Ask him if he could give us a ride.
Because you
He
have
can't eat
survived
us if we're
across.
on.
Absolutely, I could.
You don't even have to roll over something check here.
Insight.
You can give me an insight check.
Sure.
You can't understand him.
Only I.
You just hear bar, rar, 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 as Magnolia's over there talking to him. But you can give me an insight check, Magnolia.
Cool. Cool. Where are my skills? There they are. Insight. Hello. Dirty 20.
He's not being 100% truthful. Like, he's probably gonna gnaw on one of you.
Okay. So anything I could give you or do for you that would help us get all of us across?
Yes. There's a fisherman's boat, if you'd like. That's sort of taking away my main source of food. I've been eating mostly Swedish fish, but I wouldn't mind a little taste of something different.
Alright.
If you want to destroy the boat for me and open up my food source, I'd let you swim across.
Okay, which direction is the boat?
He goes, why, the boat is right over there. And as he turns his head, you see a little trawler that's set up with individuals that are they've got this very like angry look to their face. There's a bright yellow one, a bright green one, and a bright red one, and they've got these little like dots on them. And he goes, be careful, they're somewhat have a sour disposition as they begin to move about the trawl, bringing up a net of what appear to be these yellow fish that are just like jumping up and down in this huge net of things. And they kind of look over at you, and as you come over, one of them like takes his hand and goes like this. But it's just like one sort of like thing, but it looks like he's flipping you the bird as he just kind of like puts a hand up like that.
Hiya. Question: do you have any significance to the rest of the people in this land?
Are you saying that to the people on the boat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You kind of like hello. The people.
No, I say that specifically.
To the one that's flipping like this.
Yes. Do you have any significance to anyone else around here? Any people?
Buzz off!
Cool. I say we get rid of them and free the fish.
It'll get us across. Go ahead.
Good. Okay. What? Anyone else? You good to just take out the people?
Are we working in an imagination?
So far, you are in a candy land.
Okay, well then.
You don't want to hurt the gummy shark, but you're okay with hurting the gummy people?
Absolutely. Yes.
Iron wants to see if he can turn himself into a skiff, using his canopy as a mast to transport people like us across.
Okay, you are going to have to break your body essentially and fold yourself into a skiff.
I only say this as in because of like who I've had in my backstory to be like we've done imagination before, we've done something like
get
this
that,
before,
but
this is a big pull.
I'll say this: you go about the process of like, okay, I'm gonna break my arm and fold my body into that of a skiff, and basically, yes, give me a strength saving throw.
Okay, a strength. Okay. You know how like I wanted to do that?
I do remember this. I don't know if there's. You're like, I have an idea, everybody.
In this world.
And Ironwood goes. He's like, I've got an idea. Stay with me. And he goes to like break his arm and fold himself, and he breaks the arm off, and now you're just holding your arm in your hand. It doesn't really fold. But
I tried.
You got your arm.
Yeah, no, I tried. Yeah.
And your arm just kind of like waves at you a little bit as it's broken off, and you.
Is it fully animated?
It's fully animated. It doesn't hurt. You just broke your arm off.
Okay, I'm gonna pop this in a weird place, like on my forehead or something like that. Just see if I can reach.
Just go. And now you've got a.
Okay.
You've got a forehead arm, forearm, if you would.
That happened.
What?
So the shark is saying that these sour-looking fellows
Or stopping his
fishing.
fish. I'm sorry. I'm still.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like what it looks like, all right?
Okay.
So we'll go over there and take out them people because obviously my plan didn't work.
We don't have to take them out. We just have to get rid of the boat.
Well, they did greet us really rudely, and they are overfishing.
I'm gonna look
So
at
they're
them
rude,
and
so they should die?
No.
Well, they are
kill them.
overfishing, and they're causing a disruption in the ecology of this water.
So we should kill them.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at these
Well, we could just
sour
sink the
fishermen,
I can stick down.
and I'm gonna cast fear.
You're gonna cast fear.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. What is the range on fear?
It is 30 feet, so I have to get near the water.
Okay.
It casts fear as a wisdom save of 16.
Okay. You cast fear. You get up right to the water and you do this, and then there's a you guys watch as like green and red and like these little lines like appear above Magnolia, and the fishermen go. They kind of do this big thing, and then they immediately take the boat and go as far away as they can from you, like into the water. Like you have officially frightened them, and the boat just takes off. Like they go over towards the thing, and they like gut out, and they're like so it worked. The boat is going, but it's still in the water. Like it's just like going a little ways, few, and it's dragging the fishies with them.
I'm gonna summon
I thought they would get off the
a
boat,
clay
to be honest with you.
Guillermo.
A clay Guillermo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go. You summon familiar, and then this little like owl flies by, and like, and as it does, it kind of like does the little like wing things, and the wings kind of detach from the body a little bit as it flies, but it still flies over, and Guillermo comes here. And,
Okay, and then I'm gonna say this one's for you, Pyre, and I cast Dragon Breath on Guillermo, and then I'm gonna send him out to fly by and burn the boat.
That's why you're a real
Oh
one.
my god.
I don't. He's not. I don't want you to hit the fisherman. Only get the boat. Okay.
This is why you're in charge. It's a good one.
And
This
today
guy.
it chose
Can
violence.
we do this? Can you cast this on a familiar?
I sure can.
I sure can.
On this day.
Why are we not funding this? You
Let's just
touch
say I'll take it from you.
one willing creature and imbue. Hot damn.
My favorite.
Ooh, I hate it. Guillermo is imbued with dragon's breath, with fire breath, and we'll sort of fly over to the boat as the Sour Patch Kids are like looking up at it, and they're just kind of waving, and Guillermo waves, and they wave back, and Guillermo looks at them, and then kind of lands on the boat, and they're all kind of going up to him, and you see this thing. You see them have this interaction where Guillermo's just kind of hooting, and they're kind of looking at Guillermo, and then Guillermo turns his back to them and sets the front of the boat on fire.
I'd like to jump in on this and assist with control flames.
The boat is now 60 feet away. You are welcome
That
to do
is
that.
60 feet of range.
Okay. Yeah. Guillermo sets the front of the boat on fire.
I would
and-
like to control it to not touch the people.
Okay.
Just
Like
the
to
boat.
burn the boat.
Reluctantly.
But you're making
You made a big deal about it.
you're making the flames sort of circle around the people.
Are
and
the
things
people
of that
gummy?
I will leave
no.
a little bit of space so they can jump out into the water.
Okay. The gummy people are now aboard the flaming boat. And the gummy people, not seeing any sort of recourse, jump off of the boat into the water, where they're just sort of floating, and they're kind of shaking their fist, and the yellow one disappears, and the red one disappears, and the green one disappears.
Aye, better out than in.
Okay.
And a much larger shark than you saw in the water swims over and over to the shore and be like, "You've got passage to the other side of the sea."
We did it!
All right. Let's get on and
Now we
ride
have
him.
Taking my arm off and putting it back on.
Yeah, you put your arm back on.
That's weird.
I'm gonna
That
climb
shark
on
is
board
bigger.
the shark.
Yes, you climb on board the shark, and yeah, everybody jumps on board.
I'm gonna tell
Never
myself
mind.
there must be 2 sharks in the ocean.
Never ending story.
You'd be like,
Oh god.
if this wasn't a kids show, I'd probably throw you off and eat you, right? Ah,
You could try.
good. And then the shark swims across. Congratulations, heroes! You've made it past the gumdrops.
Casualties.
Swedish.
What?
3
Oh,
casualties.
I mean, we did kill.
Gummies.
Swedish fish jump in the distance. You see a little dolphin just sort of playing on the waves, its tail sort of bobbing and things of that sort. And you see Mr. Narwhal poke his head up and be like, "I didn't die!" Like, and just dives back into the water.
Mr. Narwhal.
Good, because we did not avenge him.
We don't need to. Happy endings for everyone.
There we are.
Never ending.
Except for those fishermen.
Never ending story.
Well, in fairness, I don't believe that they're actually living sentient beings. They
We are in a
are
dream.
constructs.
See?
If anything, because I couldn't get any energy off those children that were not really children.
So then
Sorry.
you're eating the shark?
Huh?
Oh yeah, no, I tried to get some
Shut up.
energy from the children that was at the tea party, but I couldn't get any because they're not living creatures.
I mate,
Gotcha.
these are information you need to tell us like immediately after it happens.
Hang on a
We
minute.
can still be nice to them.
Hang on a minute. Can you get energy off of me?
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
No, you cannot. Apheria's like, hey, do you want to try? And you're like, okay. And you outstretch
So
a hand.
I start telling you about skiffs. The term skiff. Did you know that it's used for a number of essentially unrelated styles
Speech
of small
bubble.
boats?
You see a picture of
Traditionally, these coastal craft or river craft are used for leisure as
I know
utility
I kind
and
of
for
gave you
fishing.
permission, but this is really boring.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Because as you're speaking, above your head, a little thought bubble pops up, and you see a picture of a skiff, and it's riding in the water, and it's like, it's doing all sorts of stuff as you begin to describe it. You are getting hungry, though.
Oh no.
That's interesting. Okay.
Wait, is it maybe
So
because
none
you're
of us
sort of
are-
a child? Try me.
Okay. So sailing skiffs have developed into high performance and competitive classes. Many of today's skiff classes are based.
Mate, it's not working.
It's probably because we're all dreaming.
Are you going to be okay?
Wait, does that mean those people are
I
real?
think so.
As real as you and me?
That's
If we can
Yeah.
get to the Licorice Castle and get out of here, maybe. But if
Okay.
we get stuck in this dream, we might all, die.
Yeah, there's a lot of existential
life.
crises about to happen, so maybe we should just.
Yeah,
Beeline
let's
to
keep
the castle.
moving.
Heroes,
Pick up the pace.
Candy cane forest.
heroes, you find yourselves amidst the candy cane forest. Before you are the sprawling towers of candy cane trees, some of them branching out at odd angles, smaller branches forming even smaller little branches off of those branches, spreading out before you, filling the canopy with sugary, sweet smells. As you begin to walk through the candy cane forest, you notice on the ground in front of you odd footprints. Footprints of a three-pronged variety, where they have like 1, 2, 3 that are separate from each other in a large round spot. So think like big spot and then 1, 2, 3, big spot 1, 2, 3. These individual tracks are just sort of all throughout this area as you get further and further within the candy cane forest.
Like a bird foot?
Can I see if they're in any type of familiar?
Oh.
Oh, like barefoot.
Like a barefoot.
Oh no. Oh well. I've used my talking to things once today. I can't do that again.
Fair enough.
Well, if we ever cross paths or something, I'm sure we ought to be able to speak to them one way or another.
These are bear tracks.
Well,
Yeah, but a lot of these animals seem to be able to speak like regular people do, for the most
No,
part, at
she
least.
she had used magic to talk to
Hey,
them.
well, I could always talk to them.
You could
There
do.
you go.
Okay.
Can you talk to animals?
Like a gummy
You
bear? No.
We don't talk to animals.
I can't talk
Sorry.
to animals.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
You begin
Well,
to
it's all
walk
perfect.
further and further in to the peppermint, to the candy cane forest.
Is it cold in here?
It does not start to get cold
minty.
until the light gets cut out. The canopy
no.
overhead begins to darken more and more as those branches of the candy canes begin to grow and connect with one another, forming this sort of fibrous canopy over your heads. Off in the distance, you do see a way out of the candy cane forest, but it's starting to get darker and darker, and as that canopy forms, a light frosting of white flakes begins to fall down onto the heads of everyone here, covering your clothes, covering your hair, and things of that sort as the air does start to get much colder.
Cold
Two
and dark
things.
and unnerving. It feels like home.
I would like to establish that I've cast mage armor
Sure.
for the next 8 hours.
You go to cast mage armor on yourself, and it manifests as just sort of a sparkling outline, that glitter coming to life. Right?
Okay, also, if any of the snow,
It's
I
a
know that I said I
caramel
wasn't going to
coating.
eat anything, but if any of the snow actually like touches my lips or mouth,
Mm-hmm.
just to see if it's made of sugar, just in case, I'm probably going to lick my lips.
Yeah, absolutely. It tastes very, very sweet, and it's got a minty taste to it, almost as if it's the shavings of candy rather than snow itself.
It's plastic.
It gets darker and darker and darker until there is no light whatsoever. Those of you that have dark vision can see the gray outlines in front of you.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Okay. Multicolored lights sort of pop up in the air surrounding the party, and as they do, a gigantic shape will walk in front of all of you, almost very quickly darting from one tree outcropping to another. It is 8 feet tall. You almost think it's patches at this point, because the figure is covered in that white that's sort of like falling from the air and stuff like that. And as it walks past the area, it looks at you all and just immediately darts over towards the next tree.
The animal? Bear?
Creature. Aye. We're not alone here.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals then.
Okay.
And call out to it. Be like,
What do you say?
oh god, I don't like the way you looked at me. Like
What do you
that.
say?
You say, oi, hello, we mean you no harm. Would you like to come out and talk with us? I'm panicking. It's a big creature.
There is a deep vibration that seems to come from that cluster of trees, which you realize are the trees around you themselves shaking a little bit, causing that powder to fall even further, as if whatever is back there is growling and the trees are responding to it.
Yes.
What language
very
is this?
scary. You're very scary. Is it primordial?
No, it's not speaking to you yet. It's just growling, and the trees are responding in kind.
I want you to know we mean you no harm, especially to your forest. I speak with the trees and for the trees, if that's okay. I will.
Animal handling.
And animal handling.
I
check,
got an
okay.
animal. And
Okay, so that's 15, and I have a bless, so
Bless is the whole game.
It's a D4.
Yeah, roll that d4.
yeah. 4. So that's 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay. The largest creature you've ever seen walks out from behind these trees. It is carrying the trunk of a fallen tree as it comes walking out. It is covered in fur, but it is taller and leaner. The other hand that is not holding the tree has these sharp claws that look like bits of candy cane that have been licked and sucked to form the sharp ends of them and have fixed to the creature's claw. It's tall, angular features, and it sort of looks over at the group. Its eyes are this bright green as it drags this tree trunk in on the ground, and the trees themselves begin to shake as it holds up a clawed hand up, and it goes, "You speak for the trees."
Well, I will speak with the trees. What is your relationship with the trees? Do you like the trees? Do you not like the trees?
I am not to permit anyone from traversing the forest.
And why is that? Is it because you think we are a threat to the trees, or
She has ordered me to do so.
she? And what is your relationship with she? Who is she?
The witch.
The witch. Yes, I've heard of the witch. Do you like the witch? What's she like?
The creature itself is very confused as you're speaking, and she goes,
I am not used to those speaking. I am more used to the running.
Well, you seem like a reasonable creature. You're beautiful, stunning. Look at your fur. It's amazing. And the way you got those nails, talons, just down to a perfect point. That's incredible. I've never seen that before.
I just lick the candy canes.
That's amazing. The technique that you have is just really... I would love to learn that one day. Unrelated. But I know that people really aren't used to talking with you, and that's really a travesty because you seem like a really intelligent creature. I would like to be friends with you. Would you like to just talk for a bit? How does that sound? I feel like nobody really talks to you.
"Persuasion check."
With advantage.
no, just
12,
persuasion.
So that's a 14. Like I'm a smooth talker.
Can I assist?
You can assist. How would you like to assist?
I have my little instrument. I'm playing a very soft tune, so like a calming tune. It's a little. What is it called?
Okay.
It's a little. I don't know.
You start to play this calm conversational music.
Exactly.
Go ahead and roll that persuasion check again. You
Again?
can roll it at advantage now,
Okay.
just to see if you get a little bit higher.
16.
16.
Hey.
It's an ability check. You get a D4 on that.
Oh.
Make sure you use some bless.
I already used my bless for the last one.
You can use it again because this is at
Oh.
advantage.
Another 4.
4,
So that's
20.
a natural 20.
Oh darn it! This is.
Combat.
She sits down and she goes, "No one just sits and talks anymore.
That's really not fair, is it?
It's not."
What's your name?
Patty.
Patty. It's lovely to meet you. Does anyone call you Peppermint Patty?
Yes.
Can I call you that? Is that
Yes,
okay?
you can. Peppermint Patty takes the tree and just kind of like slams it down on the ground. She goes,
So we're
"Yes, if you want to stay and talk, they can go through the forest."
You know what? If you want to go, I will stay for a bit and I'll catch up with you.
Aye, Patty, love. We're looking for our way through. I mean,
She goes, "Okay, guys, come on."
Do we understand her?
You do. She is, as soon as he speaks to her, she stops speaking in the sort of guttural grunts that she was speaking in before, and says, "Guys, come on!" And all of the trees shift out of the way, clearing an open path towards where you can see a sort of mountainous range that goes up and over.
Great. Hey, you guys, go ahead. I will catch up with you, but I actually really do care about Patty, so I just like to. I want to just speak with you for just a moment. You guys can go ahead.
We'll wait for you at the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. Patty, I'm here
We'll
for
go
you.
figure out a way up.
Yeah. This witch, is she nice to you?
No, not at all. You guys just have a nice, pleasant conversation. It's like Patty just goes.
I actually do want to talk to her about the witch, though. I want to see.
Oh, okay, yeah. To see if she has anything. I'll say this. This is the weirdest. That was your combat. You sit and talk with her. She knows very little about the witch. I'll grant you this. As everybody else is sort of heading over towards the sugar peaks and things of that sort, she knows very little about the witch, other than the witch. She kind of describes an archetypical like black hood, green face, and things of that sort. And the witch having cursed her, having found her as a child a long, long time ago, and having cursed her to be in this position and sort of be the guardian of the woods. So she was. You gather from her that at some point she may have been like a furbolg or something like that, but like was just sort of twisted by the magics here to guard the peppermint. She has druidic tendencies, like she's got a rough, like I can talk to the plants and stuff like that, but she basically just hunts people and that are walking through the forest and does not let them through.
Patty, I promise you I will do everything I can, and my friends will do everything we can to try to lift this curse from you and to make things right. And she just holds up a pinky.
She goes, "Okay."
I will do whatever
and
I can.
Patty holds up a pinky.
I pinky swear this.
I pinky swear this.
Yes.
And Archie flies through and he's like, "Pinky promise." And flies as no light comes through because of the canopy or anything like that, but you still hear the end. All of you turn back to see this, over the canopy. While you're speaking with Peppermint Patty and discussing this, you all find yourselves at the bottom of a very treacherous mountain crag. Okay, so this is essentially this. You're looking up at this area, and occasionally the mountain shudders a bit, and these large cylinders roll down the mountain. Okay, like alongside the path, just it almost looks like a wheel, but there's a hole in the middle of it. And the wheel is kicking up a lot of the powdered sugar that you're seeing in the area as these wheels roll down the mountain, sort of breaking rocks and stalagmites and stalactites and things of that sort as these giant wheels crush everything in their path, falling off the mountain occasionally. There is a winding path that leads up it, but you have yet to be here for a few minutes without the mountain shaking a bit and one of those giant wheels rolling down the mountain and crashing into bits of rock that make up the sugar mountains.
And they're rolling across the path.
They are rolling across the path and rolling off and like landing onto the ground. I'll say throughout the course of the time where you're watching this, one of them will roll off the mountain, hit the ground in front of you, and break open, and you'll see like yellow inside where the wheel cracked open and split.
Are they close enough that we can go investigate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'd like to fly over because it's safer.
Okay, you fly over towards where the wheel
and I want
is.
to investigate one of those wheels.
Yeah.
I'll assist you on that. You can.
Yeah, give me an investigation check at advantage.
Good, because I have a +0 to investigation. That is a 19.
A 19. You go over towards it, and one of those wheels has broken open. And as you crack open and smell it, it smells so good. It's just like it must be like fried dough inside and things of that sort. Outside of this large wheel with a hole in the center. Trailing little bits of the sugar from the mountain, the powdered sugar, and things of that sort. So
I break off a piece and put that in my pockets next
you
to the cotton candy.
put that in.
But I wouldn't eat it,
in your pocket.
so I can
And
save some for later.
Connie, it smells delicious. Normally, people food does not.
I'm gonna taste some.
Connie, for the very first time in your life, you are able to taste food. You pick up a little piece of dough with a little bit of powdered sugar, and you have it, and your hat just goes boom, and like jumps up and comes back down. As Connie, you've never tasted food, but for the first time in your life, on the magic space around this area, you have your first bite of food, and it's powdered donut.
I'm gonna break off a candy cane.
I didn't think Connie was going to be the problem, huh?
Connie just started candy donut. It's that gif of the kid eating cotton candy at the game where and their face kind of goes like wide and stuff like that.
That was my favorite gif.
As Connie, you have your first taste of food, and it is a religious experience, my dude. Like it is a. You've never tasted, but you get it. You get the appeal now. Like you totally get the appeal. Like, oh, this is why people eat. Like, and this food is great. Like you take a piece of the donut. You've got the little candy cane and things of that sort. And you just got them with you.
I can't wait to see what the castles taste like. Let's get up there.
Sure. There is a winding path. There's a winding path that leads up. But heroes, how do you want to do this?
Am I there?
You're still talking. I'll give you a couple more minutes where you're like, cool. We cut back to the two of you, and you're like, you are a brave woman, and you don't need no witch to tell you. Like, and she's just like, I just never had a friend. Like, and you're in the forest.
Can I walk over and see like how heavy these are?
Yeah, absolutely. They're solid, man. They're big. They're not light by any sense of the imagination. However, I'll say this. What's your passive perception?
That's a wonderful question.
That is a wonderful question.
My passive perception is a 15.
A 15. You're looking at the donut. You're kind of looking at the discarded remains of the donut, and kind of you're looking up the mountain. You want to know how far it is up, right, Tracy? Like,
well, I wanted to know how big they were in relation to us. Like, are they 6 feet tall, or are they?
No, they're like the size of Buick. So think of like the light fixture that we have in here. Like it's that tall. As you look up the mountain though, and you see it, you're like, what is that? That can't be powdered sugar. Up near the top, where they're coming down and kind of following the path, it takes you a second, but you realize, it's letting off little bits of steam. It's hotter at the top than it is at the bottom. Like they're hot up at the top, and then there's a temperature change, like a midway through. By the time they get down here, they are no longer as hot as they were at the top of the mountain.
Okay.
So this cools them off to make them delicious.
You're right.
Your big eyes, the way you
I was thinking because
Take DM inspiration.
if they were about 10 pounds, I was just use Mage Hand to knock him out of the way as we walked up, but that's not going to work.
I mean, I can just fly over them, but that doesn't help any of you.
Yeah, why don't you see if you could shut it off?
It's actually a wonderful idea. Please.
That's a great idea.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh no. She's already here. Yeah. Sure. You're gonna have to say that loud.
This was not wait in character. This was like, hey, let Kat look up this spell thing. When you come back, Pyre, you will be back with the party. Okay.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you Bull Strength.
Ooh.
The target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles.
You walk over to cast it, and as you do, Apheria's arms are taken off and replaced with just beefier arms, like
Fair enough.
in frog form.
In case the switch is as big as this is, or
Okay.
you need to hit a donut.
I just
Thank
picture
you.
a little frog with like He-Man action figure.
And that way.
Just like totally
And
encumbered
horns.
by their
Totally, yeah, absolutely. Teenage Mutant Ninja Grunk. Yeah, you got them
Glasses.
beefy bull's arms.
Concentration.
It can't really pop
Sorry, I
off.
remember.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm flying up the mountain.
Okay, fly up the mountain, flying straight
Super
up.
strong.
You watch as they come down in almost like a pattern that if you had a person that was big enough, they could and jump over them as they roll down the mountain and things of that sort. As you get up to the very top of the mountain, there is just one shack. With a gnome that is currently manning an oven using like different ingredients and things of that
Should've
sort,
given me the charisma
and waits just a brief second, and then clicks on a little red light that says "hot, fresh, ready," and as it does, the powdered donut comes out, and he just kind of looks at it and he goes, "Nice." And as it goes out in full size from this area, the whole back half of the hut opens up, and that donut is just a regular donut. Cake donut starts picking up powdered sugar from the mountain as it rolls down the mountain, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets down to the ground.
Oh, so they're starting off small.
They're starting off small,
getting
but they're
big
just
because
big.
covered in
They're
sugar.
picking up powdered sugar, powdered sugar, like and almost growing in size as they make their way down the mountain.
All right. So, has he already seen me or
No.
not? Okay.
I think he's just kind of
Okay.
busy making.
So I'm going to cast message down the mountain and say, "Hey, there's a guy here." I'm going to cast a message to Connie. And
Okay.
Say, "There's a guy here that's making the donuts go. So I'm going to try to distract him, and that way you can come up the mountain when the donuts stop rolling. So keep an eye out for it." That was probably 25 words or less. I don't know.
Okay. A message, you don't have to keep that. It's
Yeah, that
Sounds-
donut picks up and just picks up sugar and like
Awesome.
rolls down the mountain.
So if there's anything I'm really good at, it's distracting people. So I'm going to fly up to the guy.
Hey,
Hi!
would you like a donut?
Yes! Yes,
How
I
much?
would.
That'll just be 10 gold pieces, please.
Oh, well, I thought I could trade you.
Oh.
Can you stop rolling them for a second so we can talk? This is very distracting.
Can't. Gotta make the donuts.
Right. But, okay. Do I see? Is there a mechanism? Is there a lever? Is
Yeah,
there
he's
something?
he's talking to you through a little like window in the area as he's just working. But behind him, you see like a fully fledged kitchen, and he's making stuff and just frying donuts and stuff. Sorry, I got work to do, and if you can't pay for donuts,
Right,
like
I can pay for donuts.
Oh.
But also, I mean, do you stop making them at some point, or do you just make them all day long?
I just make them all day long.
Doesn't that get exhausting? I mean, don't you want to take a break sometime?
I love donuts.
Could you teach me how to make the donuts?
I mean, I could. Aren't you a little young to be making donuts?
I mean, is anybody too young to start learning to make delicious donuts?
Persuasion check.
It should have given you the charisma.
That's okay. I'm gonna plug
I mean, she
that.
could just very easily go up and smash the thing. That's how her stuff.
21.
21. He goes, I don't really need an apprentice right now. There is something I need, though.
What do you need?
Well, I've always thought that this place could use a bit of a jingle. I guess if you want to trade me for, like, talent and come up with a song to advertise the donuts, I guess you could. I just wasn't expecting one person. I was expecting, like, 5 people to come up the mountain. But I guess because it's just you here, if you come up with a good enough song or jingle for these donuts, like, I'd be happy to turn off the machines for a little bit.
I mean, everybody's got jingles. What you need is a mascot.
Go on. He's slowing down production a little bit.
Listen, okay, it's a mascot, but... And I promise you, I have him with me, but he's kind of secret. So can I come in and I can show you? And I hold him in my... I hold my little figurine
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
in my hand.
Yeah.
My little figurine of wondrous
he
power.
kind of looks at it and he goes, "Oh, yeah, come on in." He opens the little door, and you are let into the little kitchen that's there.
All right. So his name is Tiny, and you can see him. He could be like Tiny the donut maker or something like that.
Let's see him. Let's see him.
Okay. And so I put him down.
Yep.
But near the lever.
Yep. Furious like, meet your new mascot, and drops the figurine. The figurine explodes outward, forming Tiny the elephant from the figurine. All of a sudden, the donuts stop. There are no donuts, as all of you are like, huff it up the mountain, running as fast as we can. All of you come over to an area where there is a small gnome crying. Next to a shattered area, and he's just kind of like looking at his shed, and he goes, what am I gonna do?
It's time to make the donuts.
I can't. The Duncan name will be infamous for not making donuts.
I can probably help fix it.
No, you've done enough.
Well, I'm kind of good at fixing things. I try to do a little mending on just a little bit.
You take 2 pieces of wood. You take 2 pieces of wood and take a minute to cast mending. And after your minute, the 2 pieces of wood are connected, and he goes, such sorcery. The prestige. It's too much for my little dull brain.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I just got into this to make friends anyway. And obviously I'm a failure.
Oh my gosh, do you know who needs a friend?
Who?
There's this person named Peppermint Patty.
Pirates shows up at the exact moment, being like, look, we gotta find a friend for this Peppermint Patty.
He goes, do you think she likes donuts?
I'm sure
I
she
think
would.
Peppermint Patty would love donuts.
Okay.
Maybe, right? You could do a peppermint donut.
Immediately the gnome takes off running down.
Tell him Pirates sent you!
That prevents him from getting killed. As the little Duncan gnome goes running down the mountain. As you have
High fives, Magnolia.
you have made it up the sugar peaks. Heroes.
I'm gonna keep riding on Tiny because I don't want to put Tiny away.
No, you don't want to
He's
put
not
Tiny is
so-
now a spectral.
Seen this elephant.
You haven't, but it's weird. The first time you see him is in this cartoon landscape. You see this big, fluffy blue. Instead of eyes, you see the 2 black dots that are there. It almost looks like the toy from Rudolph. You know what I mean? With the long, the long nose. It's got the look of a more heffalump and woozle sort of thing than it does like
I'm not
a.
going to question it.
Okay, this is happening.
And then an elephant, as it just like picks up Opheria with its trunk and puts Opheria on his back.
This is Tiny. He's my elephant.
Hi, Tony. Fair enough.
Do you know any fun elephant facts?
Oh, I know many. But I'm really more interested in finding out what that castle tastes like.
Why don't you turn us on the way?
As he goes, that castle, everybody goes and turns their head to the side, and sure enough, backlit is this sprawling black licorice castle. There is a gigantic drawbridge that is closed. You see that this castle is manned by the candies that time has forgotten. Soldiers walk the parapets. Those peanut butter wafer candies that all grandmas have, but no one knows where they come from, patrol the parapets of the castle. You see those little strawberry candies with the red and the green top. Just sort of standing guard right there at the center as a very officious looking Werther's original just sort of stands at the ready for any visitors that may find their way into the castle themselves.
Pyre just instinctually goes, Werther's, you're my favorite! And then just, embarrassing.
You walk up to the castle. And all of the guards around the area just sort of turn their head and look down at the group. The Werther's original sort of steps forward a bit and it goes, "Who are you?"
Aye, licorice vines, mate. Licorice vines.
Werther's your
Is that your name?
That's what it used to be before everything went dry, you see.
Ah, you are seeking employment.
Well, of course. Gotta get in here. That's where the getting's good, right?
Exactly.
Right.
It's finally good that our reputation precedes us.
So me, and all my mates, are here for employment.
Which one of you, which candies are the rest of you?
Red Hots.
Red Hots, that makes sense, a little spicy. And you?
Sugar frogs.
Sugar frogs. Never quite had a sugar frog before, but there's always room here for forgotten candies. And you, sir?
I'm like that one that you find in the pocket that's covered in lint.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's smarty, mates. He's smarties.
And you, my dear?
Razzles.
Ah, yes, the most forgotten of all the candies. Razzles. Well, you have come to the right place. This is a place where all forgotten candies can find employment as long as you are willing to serve the matriarch here. She is a tough ruler, but if you are willing to work for her and do terrible, unspeakable things, then you will have a safe place to stay and rest your head.
What sort of candy is she?
Oh, she is not candy.
And you serve her?
I do. There is no other work for discarded candy.
Really? Well, have you thought of maybe making your own work together as a team? I mean, I feel like together you're far more. Never mind.
The two
Tyler's making a union.
the strawberries are like union. As they're all sort of speaking, and he goes, "Okay, that's crazy straw talk, and we will have no
I'm
sending."
crazy. I've got a rule.
Yes, I can see
While
that.
Pyre's distracting them, I'm gonna use my boots of Almankind to sneak up behind and lick him.
The back of the neck.
Give me a stealth check.
Well, that's with advantage, so that is a 23.
You are of the god kind as you come up behind this Werther's original and just give him a little lick. It's caramel.
What flavor is this?
I
Lick it again.
You lick him again. As you lick him a second time, he goes, "Intruders!
No,
They're
sorry,
not
sorry.
candy!
Years in the pocket,
Help!
years in the pocket."
Help! Police! Please! The portcullis opens, okay? As the portcullis opens, the sprawling figure of the black licorice witch comes out. She is flanked on either side by what appear to be two large bodyguards that are made up of these like straw-like things that are sort of like all congealed in the center and things of that sort. And in the center mass of these things, you see this large center, and as they walk, there's a bit of a sloshing motion as you see a liquid in the center of them as the gusher guards kind of flank her on either side. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, please.
He's like, I can't block your right of this.
Very good.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Roll for the gusher guards and the witch. Okay.
Nice.
20 to 25.
20?
Nice.
Indigo. 20 to 15.
18.
17.
18, 17. Okay. 15 to 10.
13. Hey, Pi, where you at?
Just biding my time.
Red hot, baby. Red hot, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Somebody was like, "You need to be a warhead, Indigo Chameleon." Like, there's an opportunity here. Somebody just threw bits at us. Mini B just did bits. Mini B, what is that for? Mini B just sheared 1,500 bits.
It's a spicy 8.
It's a spicy,
By the way, my dude.
spicy 8.
Look, I'm biding my time. That's what red hots do.
That's
They
what red
creep up
hots
on you.
do.
That's fair. No one out there.
Oh yeah, baby.
Staying within brand.
Okay.
I do love red hots.
Indigo, you are up first. This black licorice witch is sort of hunched over a little bit. You see the cape itself, and the bottom part of it is made up of this black licorice, the same sort of material of the castle itself. But she is flanked by these two sort of bulbous-looking individuals that are each wearing, that are holding a shield and a very large great axe in their hand as they flank either side of her.
But she hasn't done anything overtly aggressive yet.
She's looking. Oh, did she just summon Strahd?
What?
Mini B, I swear.
Mini B, I'm sick of the sugar make Strahd happen. Okay.
Oh no!
While you are stuck in this space, there is a rip in the sky as an individual falls down to the ground and sort of looks up. And as he does, you see that the skin is this dark purple, a black cape billowing off of them as the individual looks over at you all, the felt eyebrows rising a little bit as he goes, "Ah, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes."
Felt you said?
As Strahd manifests and goes, he looks over at the witch and he goes, "These are my playthings, and there is but 1, 2, 3 of you against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes." And she looks at him. Strahd rolls initiative.
Thanks.
Okay. Daddy's got to pull up Strahd as the Count Baron von Strahd shows up and manifests.
Tell me how to get to Strahd Street.
Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Not sunny day, keeping the clouds away. On my way to get bit in the neck. Okay, Indigo, you are still up first as Strahd manifests in this space. In resplendent in purple felt and a flowing black cape, wiggling eyebrows. He's a little shorter than he was before, but he is in this space, and you're not sure where his alliances lend to at the moment. He does not look particularly happy with the Licorice Witch for playing with his toys, if that makes sense.
Okay, then I'll say, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Do you want to help us with her? Because she's super, super boring.
Persuasion check, please.
I'm really persuasive.
Can I assist?
No, because she's using her turn in initiative to do that. This is a bold move. She's basically using her action to be like, go fight her. Go fight the witch. Like.
Okay, I rolled a 13. I have a +8 to persuasion and a +2 on my blessed die, so that's a 23.
Oof.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He looks at you and just sort of nods for a second. That is your action. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Ironwood.
Okay then. Bonus action. Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And then I want to use, because talking is a free action.
Talking is a free action depending on what you're trying to do.
So, okay, well, I guess I'll be trying to persuade Strahd.
Etheria was trying to influence the battlefield, so that is an action.
So my idea is that to get Strahd to sit this one out.
Hey, mate, you said we're your playthings, right? So how about you take a seat and let us show you what we're capable of?
So she's like, you need to get involved, and you're going the opposite route. Like, you need to sit this one out.
Hey, watch.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay. 1, now 1. You're like, hey, mate, you should. And he goes, one idiot speaking to me. As he looks over at you. It is Strahd's turn.
I tried.
You did try. What does he do? He goes, you're right. Let's handle this situation. And he goes, he turns and kind of faces out towards an invisible like group of individuals, and he goes, Fire! Ball. Fire! Ball. Fire! Ball.
Take 2 steps back.
Fireball! As he goes full electric company, and the fireball like manifests in the space. Dexterity
I'm
saving.
going to cast Counterspell.
Okay.
Is this
You-
hitting
Try and
everybody?
counter it.
What level?
Level 3.
Level 3. Counterspell. Manifest in the air, and he burns his counterspell as well. Reaction. Counterspelling that as well.
He was trying to throw the fireball at us?
You have no idea. He was casting fireball. He saw that he was casting fireball.
Okay.
He counterspelled it. He counterspelled that counterspell. If anybody else has anything they want to drop, a fireball is thrown.
How close are you, by the way? Because to me.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm standing right next to you.
Okay, then
guys. I mean,
then you get like any friendly creature within 10 feet gets resistance to spell damage.
Designate the
Yeah.
friendly creatures in this fight.
Okay, so then I'll say, God, who'd be right next to me? I'll
No.
say-
No.
Okay,
Just designate out of all the players on the field who are the friendly creatures.
I'll say Syria.
Are the rest of the party as well? Are they considered friendly creatures?
Well, yeah, because that'd be 10 feet. Right?
Is Strahd a friendly creature?
No.
Is the witch a friendly creature?
No.
Are the gushers
No.
friendly creatures?
Just
okay.
just party.
The fireball is thrown into the center of this mass, where the witch and the 2 guards are standing. The fireball hits the witch square on, causing the liquid inside the gushers to heat up considerably. The witch is able to dive to the side. The 2 gushers are going to take the full brunt of this damage. 8, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 32, 36 points of damage, fire damage to the gushers. The 2 gusher men explode from the center mass. She only takes half of that damage and sort of goes, "My babies!" as the 2 gusher men sort of explode outward, sending spray everywhere. Now I need everybody here to give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Is it fire damage?
It is. The fire damage was the fireball. This is gusher
we get
damage.
plus what?
This
Dexterity
is
saving.
yeah.
Everybody's in a little clump. Everybody will get the +3
And this isn't a
to
spell or
this.
magical effect.
This is not a spell or magical effect. This is a part of these creatures. When they explode, their fruit juice, high fructose corn syrup, goes splattering out.
60.
16.
3?
This is not telling me. It says resistance. So
So we'll say this: spell resistance, and this isn't a spell.
okay, this is just
So, but what do they get as your aura of
a protection. So that is +3 to bonus. To
Everybody can add a +3 to this.
So
Okay.
19.
Spell save DC for this is a 17. Failure.
Pass 24.
19.
24.
With my bless, I got a 23.
Oh,
23.
That's not gonna do much, but
28.
that's 15. So
Okay. Those who made the save, you only take 8 points of damage.
16 otherwise.
Okay. 16 otherwise. Okay. Give me a con check on that shield faith spell.
God, that's 9.
That is Strahd's turn. This battle has been flipped up, turned on, upside down. Kung Furious, you're up, buddy. What is Connie doing in this situation?
Connie is going to cast Evard's black tentacles, but they're going to be actually candy cane colored tentacles.
Okay.
They're going to come up because now he loves candy.
Yeah.
And try and get the witch and all the candy guys.
The gushers have been destroyed at this point. It is only the witch in the center space.
so none of the other guards are here?
No, none of the other guards are getting into this fight.
All right. So if I'm only dealing with a
it's
single
just the
opponent,
one person.
Okay. All right. Only a single opponent. That's a different story.
Magnolia, you're up next.
I am going to cast Phantasmal Force, so she's got to make a Wisdom save. Intelligence save, DC 16.
Okay, DC 16 intelligence save. She's a little smarty. Not that a 4 can help with that though, even with a +8. So no, they fail that intelligence save.
All right, I'm going to create the image of.
Is it her greatest fear?
It's a young girl with
Okay.
pigtails in a blue dress.
Okay.
Who is skipping alongside a a lion, and a metal guy, and they are surrounding her with buckets of water. They're coming at her with buckets of water.
All right, well, we're changing genres midstream. I'm into this. As you see these spectral forms, she's like, no, not again. She's looking out at these individuals. Okay. That is
water splashes. She will take 5 points of psychic damage.
5 points of psychic, which she does not have resistance to. Okay. Next up, we have Magnolia.
Who's after me?
Pyre.
No.
Oh.
You don't know the witch.
The witch
is next.
There's only one more.
That's the only one left. The witch.
And then after that is Pyre.
Yes.
Buying my time to eat.
I'm going to. I was gonna help. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do enhance ability on Pyre. I'm going to do because we had do Cat's Grace. You have advantage on dexterity checks, and you also don't take damage falling from at least 20 feet.
Thank you.
So
This is not dexterity saves. It is just checks. Okay. So any ability checks that have to do with dexterity, but it also helps with the falling damage as well. But it does not help with saves. Okay. All
if
right.
it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, then we're fine.
There we go. It's a very mom spell, and I'm very proud of you for using it.
Thank
Mom.
you.
Yeah.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Strahd.
What do you say to Strahd?
Once we get out of here, we go back to killing each other. Yes.
Okay, you grant Bardic Inspiration to Strahd. It's a D8, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. It is the witch's turn. Yep. That's happening now.
It's great.
Great. Good. Yep. For me. Okay. The witch looks at the situation as seeing things not going well for her, but is going to lash out at Strahd. By clawing him with these giant claws, ripping into the felt, taking a chunk of cotton off of him as the little bit of felt. Strahd looks just as surprised as the witch when it hits.
Because he's human when...
He takes 14 points of damage, and a look of fear flashes over his eyes for a brief second as the witch turns invisible after this strike. Goes, turning invisible for this. Strahd is just kind of like looking down at himself, like where the bit of cotton and things were ripped out of him.
Do we attack Strahd?
I don't know.
Fire.
No. Does Pyre see this?
Pyre, you're in this fight. The witch has just turned invisible, and Strahd is looking very confused at the felt that has just been ripped off of him as he stepped up to defend the party.
What's his AC?
I was not expecting this.
What a moral conundrum you put us in today. All thanks to
Mini B,
me.
I'm kind of proud of myself for the cat coming apart at the seams.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Hold
This
on,
changes so-
because this actually legitimately changes a lot, and the spell that I was going to use is not the spell that I want to use now.
I gotta find a new spell.
Yeah. Well,
Do we want to come back to you?
Sure. Well, I'm just trying to remember the name of the spell.
Okay. What's the spell do?
And you can see invisible creatures.
I think it's see
Fairy
invisibility. Fairy fire will also
first.
illuminate the creature so that attacks against it have
But you
advantage.
have to see it, don't
You will be able to see. Those
Yeah,
little outline even if they're invisible.
Okay, so she's gonna turn to Strahd and say, Strahd, hear my words. I see that you can be injured right now, but you have assisted us. I see your weakness at this moment.
You see with your eyes.
I see what is happening in front of me. I see that you can be injured, and I saw fear. I'm going to not attack you, and I want you to remember this. And we're going to defeat this witch, but I want you to promise me that you're going to remember this when the time comes. Pinky swear me.
He looks at you and he goes, never.
Fine. Then she casts Blight on Strahd.
Okay.
Look!
What is the save on Blight?
Oh my god.
A con save of 15. Look,
Okay.
he denied a pinky swear.
Yeah.
You're in the realm of the pinky swear's law.
Okay. Con save?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. So he takes half damage, I think.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure.
Blight? I don't think so with Blight.
Blight. Failed save half as much.
Okay.
So that's 8d8.
Roll me them 88s.
Look, he took a pinky swear and he threw it back in my face, and that is not okay in this realm.
You're also making pinky swears left, right, and Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, because I learned that this is a law here, and I'm respecting the customs of our people.
You are respecting the laws of your people.
As a fey creature,
5,
I'm
6.
terrified of all these pinky
Yeah.
promises. you're
First person to
making.
come up to you with a pinky swear, you're like, no.
No. It's really funny. Absolutely
19,
not.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
29.
6, wait, 29. Plus 16. I don't want to do that math.
29 plus 16.
35.
Yeah, 35.
Okay, smart people. That's
Oh
45.
wait, no, 45. I'm sorry.
45.
So he takes
19, not
22.5 points worth of damage.
23 points of damage as the felt begins to melt away a little bit. That blight taking a hold.
You say, I gave you a chance.
I will remember.
And I will remember that too.
Because I didn't pinky swear with you?
Because you didn't pinky swear, not just you're here. I thought you would have more decorum and be a better, I don't know, person than that.
You're absolutely right. That is Pyre's turn. Strahd is going to use his legendary action to cut
Fine.
across the field and bite Pyre.
Fine. Can I have a reaction?
No, you may not.
Is she-
You have a reaction?
Is she
I'm
within
pretty
10
sure I
feet?
can summon my
She is within
spirit.
10 feet of
Sentinel?
you. I mean,
Is that
Sentinel works if he's moving away from you. You will be able to take an attack of
Opportunity, okay.
opportunity against him, but he's still going to try to pull this bite off
I can summon Agni. Right now.
as a reaction.
I'm pretty sure I can. I mean, I can
I
double
don't think
check
that's a
it.
reaction.
Pretty sure it does not work for me. You need
Oh,
to be
never mind,
sure.
that's an action. That's an
like,
Sorry, you know what? Fine.
I'm pretty sure he's about to bite
I'm
you.
here for this. Maybe you did this.
Okay, 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need more d6s.
No.
D6s.
I just want Mini B to know that you were directly responsible for whatever happens with us.
Do not blame Mini B for
They summoned Strahd.
for
They
you
summoned
blighting
Strahd,
this
and I
man.
played as my
Mini B,
character.
you're a goddess. Thank you. Or a god. Either way, you're amazing. 7 points of bite damage, and then 10 points of necrotic damage. Your hit points get subtracted 10. The max hit points that you have go down by 10.
Okay.
Okay?
How do I do that?
You start feeling a little weak. Just a little bit weak as as your max hit points goes down by 10, as Strahd has now just gotten within melee of Pyre and bit into them. Okay? But he's now amidst the group in that center mass where everybody's at right now. But just like leaking felt after the blight and the attack and things
I
of
said
that
what I
sort.
said.
Indigo.
Okay. I'm still more worried about the witch than Strahd. So,
Okay.
She invisible.
because Strahd helped. I asked for help, and Strahd helped. So I am going to cast above the spot that I saw the witch last.
Okay.
Because it's got a 30 feet area, so kind of 30
Fairy fire?
feet in the area. I almost screw over the group. Crap. No, I'm not. Because it's each creature, not just the one. No, it was going to be hypnotic pattern, but it's each creature. I forgot that it was. Yeah. No, I saw it before I said it.
Oh no, it was 98.
9. Oh, your blight?
Blight?
Yeah.
Did you
Look,
upcast it?
Look, 98.
Did you upcast it?
If you had cast, because you cast at 5th level.
Yeah.
No, you cast it at the lower level. You got to let me know if you're upcast.
Oh, sorry. It was listed under 5th level on my
It's
On
there,
here.
but it's also there.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
listed
I didn't realize
twice.
that was an option. Never mind. Carry
You
on.
good? You good? You
I'm
good?
looking now. I was like, wait, what?
But it means that if you cast it there, then take that off and put that on at level 4
Oh, that's
instead.
great for me next round.
Okay.
I'm pulling the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger on it.
All right. So the witch is still completely invisible, right?
The
And I
witch
don't
is
know where the witch
invisible
is.
as far as you're concerned.
Okay. Well, then I am going to hold my action
Okay.
until I see the witch, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to cure wounds over here. I really should do that. That would be the right thing.
Who are you cure wounding?
I'm going to cure wounds on Pyre
Hey, thanks.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna smack her with a cure wound. It's 3d8 plus 5. And I'm gonna say, Strahd was helping us, okay?
You saw what just happened while Strahd is in her mouth. You literally saw that. I tried. You know what? That's fine.
You know what? That's on me.
Thank
That's
you.
17 points of healing.
Ironwood. Unless you got some for your bonus action.
No.
Ironwood.
This witch is nowhere in sight.
No.
Strahd.
Strahd biting your friend.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate thing because I will have to do what Ironwood would do in these wonderful situations, and I don't want to do this. Bonus action, Thunderous Smite, so that way I can add a couple more.
As your bonus action, you're casting Thunderous Smite on your
Does that
on
get
your
rid of
weapon.
my concentration spell?
Is Thunderous
It's
Smite
never mind, that's a
concentration?
concentration spell. I don't want to do that because I will screw myself over. Then in that case, I'm just going to go for some hits on my my great axe.
Okay, you go over towards where Strahd is, and you would begin to just sort of like, you're like, you're going down, buddy, and you just as you just start beating up Strahd.
I liked doing this before. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and okay, so that is going to be a 14 to hit,
Miss.
and that is going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss. Both those attacks go slide off of him as he's just kind of looking at you, still biting into Pyre's neck. Strahd's turn. And then yours, Kung Furious. He does not like what is going on here. He is not doing great. You do watch as it goes back around to his turn.
Can I use my bonus action to Misty Step away because I want to make some distance.
You can do that. Bonus action.
Cool. I just want to go
Disappear.
by and just get away from him a little
You
bit.
bounce. You're out. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Strahd, how far away do you move?
I can go up to 30 feet, so I want to at least get... If the witch is here, I want to kind of get the opposite side of her and
Love it.
get... Yeah,
you
get away.
bounce away from
Yeah,
this situation.
adage. Like-
He goes, you are very strong-willed. It must suck to have your will taken from you. Wisdom save.
Ring of Mind Shielding, does that...
Tell me what Ring of Mind Shielding does.
Ring of Mind Shielding, immune to magic that allows others to read your thoughts, determine your know your alignment.
Nope.
They can't telepathically communicate with you.
Nope.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm good? Or...
No, that does nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
That's
Yeah,
the
he's not trying to
wrong
read your
one.
mind. So wisdom
Okay.
save, please.
Okay. It's an 11 plus 7, so an 18.
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Okay.
He pulls back from you, and he goes, Pyre, they're attacking us. How terrible this is. As your friend Strahd, you feel this intense heat, but your friend Strahd is just like being attacked, and these people are hurting him. So on your turn, you have to protect him. You got to do whatever you can do to protect him.
Oh no.
Okay? And he asks you to do that.
Minnie B just powered healed.
Power hit. Who?
Higher.
Pyre, you are back up to full, my dude.
I was already up to full.
Well, you are back up to full again. You don't need to worry about it. And now you are working for the good guys.
The hit points go back up, right? The hit points go back up.
She should have 10.
I will let the curse of vampirism disappear with this.
Cool.
Okay, with that heal. Okay, you must be protected. The Strahd must be protected. Okay.
Yep.
It can. And he goes, and Pyre, dear, just make sure you tilt your head for me, just for the foreseeable future.
Oh, this is personal now. We killed him.
That is Strahd's turn, and you do throughout this entire fight, Pyre. You just kind of keep your head tilted to the side because you are a willing bite victim for him for the foreseeable future. Confurious.
Okay, so first, the cast of Wizard of Oz are gonna say.
Still here.
Well, they're still,
Oh my God!
They're still in the witch's
He's
head.
still affected.
They're still in the witch's head. They're gonna say, "You either kill Strahd or we kill you." And
Says a lot.
All of you would see. Hang on. All of you would see this as Dorothy, the Tin Man, and the Lion and the Scarecrow bend forward to this invisible space and be like, "If you don't hurt Strahd, we're gonna hurt you," and say it to nothing. As the witch's position on the field is immediately revealed.
well, actually, I will say, I think with Phantasmal Force,
Is she the only one?
Is the only rooted in her mind.
Okay, so nobody. Okay.
Nobody knows
But
what's
that would be
happening right now.
that would be amazing if it was like, "Where is she? We're gonna kill you." There, she's right.
We found her.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna manifest mind.
Okay.
Which, it allows me to manifest with my awakened spellbook a spectral mind at a distance. It is a donut.
Okay.
Because Connie loves donuts.
I
So a spectral donut appears, and the spectral donut is going to cast a chill touch on Strahd. So
Strahd.
attack Strahd with the chill touch.
Okay.
And
what is the? No, there's no save against it. Yeah.
it's a 16 to hit. I'm gonna
16 misses,
Doesn't matter.
unfortunately. As Strahd.
but it tries to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Okay.
it. And that's my turn.
Magnolia.
Okay. Bonus action, inspiration on Ironwood.
Ironwood.
Got a D8 of
You
inspiration.
get that wink, that good mom wink.
Good, good mom wink. And then
You're
I'm
like
going
Stacy's mom. Like
to hit within 30 feet of 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my flute and start counter charm.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Counter charm is a great idea.
Okay.
I think with counter charm, they get advantage on any saves made to fight off that spell. But right now, Pyre doesn't have any. Like, does it elicit a save?
No, but I don't want anyone else.
Got it. You don't want anyone. So while this is playing, but if Pyre should have to make
Pyre
a
tries to fight
save
it
at
would
some
be an
point,
advantage.
it would be an advantage as you're like, what song do you start playing?
Staying alive.
It's just getting Staying Alive by the Bee Gees style. You can tell by the way. I was like, how is she doing that with a flute? Like, that's the weirdest thing. But it is great. That is Magnolia's turn. It is the witch's turn.
You also don't have dexterity things anymore.
The dex stuff isn't there.
Good idea.
Pyre, your turn is up next, just so you know. The witch, gosh, what does the witch want to do?
The witch is probably so confused right now.
She's like, who am I fighting? I don't know. And they keep fighting each other. She's looking about the space. Okay. She runs. Can she do this? Okay. She runs over and tries to tackle Connie. But she's invisible, so she's going to have advantage to see if this can hit your AC here. Okay. Connie, that's a 24 to hit. That hits. She tackles Connie, and Connie hits the ground. And when Connie hits the ground, he stands up right next to an identical Connie. Both of them little ones wearing like a top hat. Like both of them wearing that same hat, like the clothing, all of it is exactly the same.
Do I need to make a con save to see? Actually, I keep going crooked here.
She kind of like tackles you a little bit. This isn't a con save. Is she just
For concentration?
a concentration? You didn't take any damage. Here.
Okay.
You didn't take any damage, but she hits the ground and 2 Connies pop back up. Okay.
One of them is me.
One of them is you.
But one of them is.
And one of them is her.
No.
Okay. That is an ability that they have. Okay. Pyre. You gotta protect your friends, bud.
So this is the spell that I had prepared that I was gonna use.
Yep.
And I feel like doing anything else would be metagaming.
Yeah.
So Pyre summons a draconic spirit of a red dragon.
Yep. Yeah, you do. A dragon manifests in the space?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you tell this dragon to do?
Well, I'm
Strahd dragon and a licorice went walked into a bar. Oh my god.
Bartender says, we don't serve cancer.
I'm
And
trying
shots
to
like, 1,
figure
2,
out-
3 health
I think-
violations.
I think the summoning is my action, so I'm not sure if I can do anything other than this
I don't
thing is
think so,
here now.
but a red dragon spirit
red dragon's
manifests,
here.
made out of red hots, manifests in the space
It's a spicy dragon.
and puts himself right next to Strahd.
Does she have to be conscious in order to keep this thing going?
It's concentration, so nope.
Yep. She does need to be conscious to keep it going.
Well, yes, I do need to
And
be.
I would know that as
You would know as a magic user that this is a pretty beefy spell, and that Strahd now has a dragon on his side. Cool. You doing anything with your bonus action?
I honestly don't think
so sorry.
you would.
Okay.
Like, I think, honestly, if I'm thinking just black and white at this point.
Cool.
Like,
You voluntarily let Strahd drink a little bit more blood from you with the neck to the side. When that happens, you get to make a save here. As you take
Get advantage.
You take 12 points of damage, and that hit points drops another 12 points, the max hit points. But when he bites you, you're taking damage here, and this is a chance for you to shuck off this illusion.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
you said it was at advantage?
At advantage because she's playing.
Okay, so that's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
So that's 22.
Okay. You break the charm.
But I'm
Okay.
still down, right? Am I?
Those hit points still go down.
The max hit points still
The
go down
max hit points are still down
by 12.
by 12. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Please get rid of that dragon.
Look.
Well, the dragon's on their side now.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, you maintain concentration on the dragon as
Keep
well.
the dragon. Dragon's
But the,
Cool.
but the charm is gone. That is your turn.
This dragon and Pyre both look straight at Strahd.
Strahd's like, I should go. 1, 2, 3 exits. Okay. Indigo.
We still don't know where the witch is, right? The witch is still invisible?
Nope. You know exactly where the witch is. Connie got tackled, right?
Okay.
When Connie gets tackled, Connie stands back up, and standing next to him is another identical Connie.
Okay.
There are 2 identical Connies. You can assume that one is the witch one is Connie.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know how this is going to work then, because I know what I was going to do, but...
And I'm not doing the thing before where I'm like, it's me, Connie. And then she goes, it's me, Connie. Like, I'm not doing that. 2 identical Connies. How you doing this, Sephiria?
Okay, I'm going to try this. This could go terribly wrong because of Connie's recent experiences. I'm going to hold out the cotton candy and say, and I'm going to use my meta magic to subtle spell distort value on the cotton candy.
Better or worse?
To make it better. To double its value.
Okay, you double the value, the perceived value of the cotton
Also,
candy.
because it's a Furia, she's crossing her fingers behind her back.
Okay.
And she's going to say, listen, Truce, here, this is the most delicious cotton candy in the world. I'd like to offer it to you as a gift. And I'm hoping that she'll walk forward and at least we'll know who the real witch is.
What is the save on distort value?
That's the thing. It's a, it's a,
Get after it, buddy.
Tracy,
so
you've fallen into the blunder. Everyone loves cotton candy. How is this going to work?
Normally he wouldn't have, and I don't know how much Fury is aware of his new obsession with sweet things.
We were pretty aware. He like started talking about me
Mini B, what you got?
So
what you got?
anyone examining the object can
Mini B,
ascertain
please.
its true value with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC.
God.
If she chooses to examine it.
Okay.
But my spell save DC is 16.
Spell save DC is 16. I think Mini B just healed you. Because Mini B feels bad. I think they just healed you. I can't be sure. Does that say 12 points back? Is that what that?
Yeah, that's 12 points.
Yeah. So you get those 12 points back as you get another heal.
Is there anybody else who's been injured that I can share it with?
No, you may not share the heal, because that
is that to my max hit points or just
your max hit points resets. You get rid of the vampirism curse. It's like I got a paper cut. Well, here's an emergency room visit. Like,
Red Jelena, will they, won't they?
Okay. What is the save on? It's an investigation check, right?
It's an investigation and intelligence
You know
check,
what?
but we're in initiative, so wouldn't they have to use up their next turn?
That's
to make
meta
that
to
check?
me, because you know that she has an initiative beforehand. Like, to know that she would go beforehand.
I know that, but I'm just saying, in order to make that
on
check.
your turn and on the witch's turn, there is the most delicious looking piece of cotton candy in front of you, and you will have to justify that how you would justify that.
Okay.
That is all I can do in this
Okay.
situation for you. Ironwood.
Going after Strahd again. He's gonna have to go after Strahd.
You ran away. You're going to use your movement back. You're moving back to come forward and hit Strahd.
Unless the witch is closer, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, then he's moved to the witch.
All right.
You don't know if it's me or.
Oh god!
Witch is witch!
Oh god!
You go over to where both the Connies are. I'll give you a left or a right.
Hey mate. Trees, tell me something.
Well, there are many kinds of
Hits
trees.
the other one. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Even you hit him, odd you hit her.
Okay, so what do you
Because
do?
I can't do I just think I was like, yeah, okay. Even you hit him, odd you hit her. You hit Connie. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. That is going to be 8 points of damage.
You take 8 points of damage, buddy. Give me a
roll of
con save.
concentration. Actually, that's with my plus. I'm good. So that's 11.
11 makes it. The concentration stays up as you slam into Connie. You're like, that's the fake one.
Okay.
Give me your second attack.
God. Okay, second attack. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
Does 13 hit your AC?
I'm going to shield to not get hit with that.
Okay. A magical shield manifest in the space.
So then now we know. Now we know.
That was a way. That was a way.
That's one way to figure it out.
This is just so much chaos.
As you see this other Connie be like, well, it is possible that we could both have shield. Shield is a spell that originates back in the 17th century when the first individuals that created this spell.
Oh my god, my first action, second action.
You're being out Connie.
That is Ironwood. Strahd. Strahd. Oh my gosh. God?
Is that you, Jenny? Jenny.
Oh God.
It's me. What does Strahd do? What does Strahd do?
Jumps in line and sings it.
So no, there's a big dragon staring at him in a really angry fire.
Strahd throws himself prone on the ground, throws himself onto the ground, and cast Fog Cloud. As issuing forth from Strahd is this continuous like fog that erupts from his fingers, heavily obscuring the ground level first and then moving outward. Strahd throws himself on the ground with this action, using half of his movement to throw himself on the ground, and basically just kind of throws himself down and then starts throwing up a cloud of fog that's enveloping the area. It comes to about waist height by the time that spell is over. Okay? As he is, for the time being, Strahd is heavily obscured by this fog that is rushing out around him. Kung Furious.
All right. First of all, since I maintain concentration, they're all going to throw water on her for 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
2 points of psychic damage. And then I am going to summon undead spirits.
Didn't you summon a donut?
That's my manifest mind. That's
okay, that's
different.
manifest mind. That's not
with me all the
concentration.
time.
That's
It's
just
not
with you. That's
concentration
right.
at all. I will, but my
Holy smokes! Let's do
force
some
will
spells.
drop
Yeah.
As I summon a ghostly woman. She's very beautiful, but she's if they've been with the circus long enough, may know her as the deceased psychic of the circus, Madame Nadja. And Madame Nadja starts flying this ghostly form toward the witch.
Okay.
And says, "Get away from him, you stupid bloody donkey!" and attacks him.
All right. I like how you're doing an impression of all of the people from What We Do in the Shadows, and it's very good for me.
Yeah, so it's the Deathly Touch. It'll be with my spell attack, so +8.
The second Connie turns to the other one and sends this spectral image flying out, but it's a member of the circus.
So, like, we know.
It's a 19.
19
to hit.
To hit hits.
Okay, and then that is going to do 6 + 7, 13 damage. Plus, she needs to make a wisdom save, DC 16.
Okay. She can't be very wise. She is not. That is a 14.
Okay, so she then is frightened of the undead
Nadja.
until the end of Nadja until the end of the next turn, and Nadja's going to place herself between the witch and
all right, she is looking a little rough, kids. The witch has seen some better days. The licorice around her is starting to fall a bit as the spectral image of Nadja, your previous psychic that worked at the circus, is floating above you. And she goes, "You look beautiful, darling," and just like, and like just goes back into being a terrifying visage. Magnolia.
Okay, we'll stop playing my song because I have to stop to do anything. I'm gonna cast.
Staying alive. Ha. Stop it.
I'm gonna cast Sending
Okay.
to Strahd because I can't see him, but I'm familiar with him.
All right.
Okay, and I say she won't rest until you're on fire. It can be here where you actually die, or not. Kill the witch. I have far more words. She's very stubborn.
Okay. Persuasion at disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
He's got trust issues now.
He's got trust issues. That's fair. I understand.
Does
I still roll a 10 no matter what I roll, and I have a plus an 11. So let's see. Ooh, that's good. That's a nat 1. Oh, I hate it here. It's still.
You hear a response back
It's
because
still a 21 because I can't roll anything under
Oh, I'm aware.
a 10 with percent.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Okay.
You hear you don't hear any words from Strahd in your head. You just hear a growl, deep, throaty, bass. You know what I mean? Like just a growl in the back of your head from him.
As a bonus action, bardic inspiration to Pyre can do their spell.
Pyre.
Does it? And Pyre still have it.
She is full of vinegar.
It just.
God, what does he do?
And I gave him bardic inspiration earlier, and I haven't attacked him.
He had. I know. He will move in the fog and go over towards the witch and try to break her neck with a strike.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
How do I want to do this?
Make it gruesome.
As gruesome as this Teletubby episode can be. Let's go.
Remember, Baby in the Sky, so let's keep it.
Babies with skies. Let's keep it.
Okay.
Keep it G, though.
All right. He goes to break her neck and sees how weak she is. And he goes, "You are a powerful ally. Serve me." And bites into her neck.
That's Magnolia. That's not me.
As the illusion fades, you hear the words, "I will take care of you." You are swept away from this magical area with the words, "I pinky promise." As she dies, your dragon waves at you and goes, "Thank you for believing." As the witch is killed, the illusion drops, and all of you find yourselves in a house surrounded by 40 to 50 very confused looking children.
Is Strahd there?
You are on the bottom floor. If you'd like to run upstairs and double check, you're welcome to check.
I'm not gonna lie, Pyra's in an actual rage right now. Like she
Yes,
is
no, go ahead.
There are children that are just sort of like
Magnolia
looking
goes
around
in to
confused,
protect
like,
and
yeah,
care
Magnolia's
for
like,
folks.
"Here's food, here's bread, here's stuff like this."
Let's calm you. Let's clean you. Let's make sure you're okay. Get them in a corner. Take names. Try to figure out where they came from.
Connie, you're back here, and you're back to your vampire form.
No more candy. Can't taste it. Okay.
You take a little bit of candy that's just
I have donut in my pocket.
you take a little bit of donut and
Oh, do I still have donut in my pocket?
you do. The magic of donuts is
You
one
also
that no one can counterspell.
it.
Yeah, the children look about very confused, and all of them are just sort of gathered around the space. You go running upstairs.
I truly do. I know this is probably a bad idea, but like blind fire rage, like she's very mad.
Yeah, you go running up the stairs. As you go running up the stairs, you don't see anything. You might catch the glimpse of figures flying off through the hole, but there is a cage set up with a girl that looks very obstinate, who's got her arms crossed, and it's kind of tucked around this back corner. You know what I mean? And there's two other cages set up alongside of her. One is your Yanti from the circus.
My boy.
And one of them is a girl you've never seen before in your life who looks super pissed, with just a big bushel of red hair.
We're gonna love her.
And the other one is you recognize as a description left over by the Vistani people. They're just in 3 cages alongside the back wall.
Do you say anything about those people in the cages? Especially
Well,
Rouge?
I'm up there with them right now.
Yeah, Pyre's up there in the room with them. The kids downstairs, immediately, a lot of them just start bolting out, like running back to families
Okay.
and things
As
of that
long as
sort.
they know where they're going.
They know where they're going and stuff like that. They go like bolting off to their families and running off and things of that sort.
Anyone left behind, or
Nobody left behind. A lot of them just immediately are like look very confused as to how they got here. There are no more dolls on the shelves or
Cool.
anything along
So
those
no like
lines.
lifelong trauma. They just like went to sleep, woke up here.
Yeah. Well,
Nadja and I will go check on Pyra.
Arcana check. Since you're concerned about this and you're downstairs, and you might have a passing fascination with this, I'll say that
Sure.
the two of you, Arcana check.
Yeah,
No.
What's my
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
13,
Yeah, Connie's
14,
more
15,
concerned
16,
about
17.
going upstairs and making sure.
This is the mystical equivalent of a refrigerator.
They went to bed. They woke up. They're fine.
Yeah, you want to keep the food fresh, and you know what I mean. And she was looking for something, and she wasn't finding it. So this is a way to hide them here. You know what I mean. And she might distribute that, but it's hard to tell. Like, it was just like she kept the kids here as like the magic of the claymation just sort of kind of fades away from everybody. Everybody still has the little remnants, you know, kind of floating in their vision and things of that sort. You go running up the stairs. What are you doing, Ophelia?
She wants to know about the kids, the Elige and Trista. So
They're not part of that group, so you would probably go running up the stairs with Connie, you know, like you're...
See, pirate, everything. Pirate? Okay.
Yeah. You're running... So you got a couple...
Leash, yeah.
You got a minute or so before the rest of the group comes barreling up the stairs, being like, the kids weren't down here. Like, where are they?
So while Pyre's up there, you said that they see Strahd flying away.
You would see the tail end of two figures kind of like flying out of the space.
Strahd would just hear the fading echoes of coward upon the wind.
You would hear...
Don't care.
You would hear...
This is so personal.
Winner! As the fading thing. So you shout, coward! He's like, winner! As he just...
I am! Thank you!
No response back.
Good. Boom. I win. Last word.
That's how it works.
She would turn to the kids in the cage. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt them. But she's like...
We would have problems.
Her flames have gone down to like pilot flames, but like not in a good way. And she's just gonna turn to the kids and say, "What is your alliance with Strahd?"
The three kids at the same time, all three tilt their heads and look
she's
at
not
you,
getting clearly
and
right
it's like, "Are you?" And the redheaded one is like, "Are you serious?
Yes.
We're in cages."
Good. Fair enough for me. And she uses heat metal and gets them all out.
You melt open the locks. The two kids, the young T's looking really confused. Just as you kind of come running up the stairs and things of that sort.
Ironwood wastes no time and just like, if that cage is broken, he's just gonna like
runs over. The little girl runs over like from the Vistani and just kind of like sits there, and they're a little shell shocked. The redhead comes out and she's like, "Aloysius Strahd, what are you, like 50?" Like, and she kind of looks at you. She's like, "Thanks for melting the cage. There are keys on a hook right there."
Hi.
And
Do
she
you
like
want me to
points.
put you back in?
You can certainly try.
I will absolutely do
Spirit
it right
guardians
now.
pop up all around this kid, and she's like, "Bring it, hothead!"
All right, we are done yelling at children and done summoning things.
I love this girl.
She like rolls her eyes.
Fine.
She's like, "Are you okay?"
Me?
Yeah. Were
Yeah.
you in a cage downstairs?
I was not in the cage downstairs. I went to the weird place with lots of yummy food, and I didn't eat any of it.
Oh, the obvious.
Why is everyone attacking me
It was
right
really
now?
good too.
The
You should've
obvious
tried the
illusion, the
donut.
candy place where everybody said, "What am I, an idiot?"
Right, but I didn't eat any of it, and we pinky swear.
Why are you
sweared,
saying that so rude?
Well, because
I'm giving
if
like
we
a
agree to
mom stare of
something-
like,
Okay, well,
If
I
I
said
said
I
no,
would give
we're
you
calming
candy.
down
Why
now.
are you
Yeah.
accusing me?
She
I
like
got the
takes
candy now.
she takes a deep breath, and she goes over towards the bed and brings up the mattress and like pulls out this giant bag of candy that was like under the mattress, and like plops it down on the like the floor, and she goes, "Candy, real candy, not illusory." And she goes, "It's all yours. Thanks for melting the bars.
You're welcome.
Don't be dumb."
Don't be in.
Don't be
Don't-
so grateful.
What's your name?
What's your name?
What?
And while she's doing the copying thing, she immediately runs past, and then things of that sort. She runs past you,
Does she?
stops, and like looks you up and down. Says something to you in Fae.
little Fae babies. Yes, good.
Immediately recognizing who you kind of are at this moment, and says,
Which platform am I being sent this on? Discord Messenger, what's happening?
Facebook Messenger.
Thank you.
She says these words. Does anybody here speak Sylvan?
I think I'm trying to figure
no, I
out.
don't.
Check languages.
No.
Where's languages?
Is this done in silver or in a high court?
Sylvan.
Sylvan, okay.
She says that to you.
Where's the
I think I'm more concerned about Elige right now and not worried about anything else. Like, that's what would be his focus.
Okay.
I say that back. 'Cause I don't know if anyone else can understand me.
Okay. The little girl laughs at you, turns to the group, and it says, "My mom is gonna be pissed and like looks over at you and walks out of the space.
She's somewhere, isn't she?
She walks out of the space. All of that being said, the house is chock-a-block with items and things of that sort, and there is nobody living here for a little bit.
Well,
Are we
yeah.
taking a
It's
little
on the
bit?
house.
Are we taking a little bit of time to investigate the house
Definitely.
and things of that sort?
Definitely.
You take a little bit of time to
Have to
ran.
detect magic.
Yeah.
Detect magic and things of that sort. Okay. I'll say this.
I'm trying to think if I recognize this girl or if anything pinged off of me when
don't
seeing
recognize her, but the red hair is a dead giveaway.
I don't even have to take 10 minutes because I can.
I'll say this. You cast Detect Magic, you begin to search the house. We will open up next week's episode with the bounty that you find in this house. Introducing some of the magic items that can only be found in Barovia, kids. You're going to find some weird stuff, including, thank you so much to our lovely, amazing Indigo Chameleonites who have been unlocking some of the source material books. What it looks like we've got Strixhaven coming with some new spells and new magical items and things of that sort. So you're going to get to so you're going to find some magical items, but we will start up with that next week as you discover your bounty and discover what is next for the group in Barovia after you report back to the Vistani. We love you all so much. Thanks for tuning in for our super amazing holiday claymation special starring the Count Strahd, the Licorice Witch, and the Peppermint Forest. I will say this, the epilogue for tonight's episode, because with all that you have done, Beth, thank you so much for subscribing. For all that you all have done, this epilogue is dedicated strictly to Mini B. After all of you are in this space for a little bit of time, off in the distant forest that you once traveled through, a couple of vampires go chasing after one of the kids. That's going and running off home to a distant village. As the vampire goes striding forward towards the child, from out of nowhere, the vampire is lanced through the center of their mass. A giant striped white spear puncturing the hole, the vampire disintegrating into ash. As a figure decked out in white, dripping little bits of peppermint, and a gnome riding atop their shoulders, looks down at the vampire and goes, "How do you like them donuts?" And that is where we are ending tonight's episode. As Peppermint Patty and Duncan the gnome, the donut gnome, have entered into Barovia in their own unique way. Taking care of things, dedicated to Mini B. Thank you so much for everybody that participated tonight. Heart hands out, Indigo Connect, and we'll see you next time. You can be whatever you want to be in this world, except for Strahd. Strahd Sux.
Strahd Sux.
Love you.